There she is. Did I did I get my calendar screwed up?
No, no, it was me. It was me.
Oh,
Why?
okay.
Why is it saying I'm offline?
You're online.
Okay, okay. Um,
No, I was in the other room, and I just came in at the last minute and fired it up. And Jane said Charlotte's live. So so I said, well, let's just go over and harass her. I shut it down and went over there, and you said, see ya.
oh no. Well, I got your message, and I'm like, oh my gosh, did I do the wrong night? But and I knew you weren't here last week because you were in
Right.
some other place in
San
Texas.
Antonio.
Yeah, yeah. And but I'm like, okay, I can't remember. I can't remember.
Now I've lost track because I don't
Me
know.
too.
I don't know if I bailed last week and it was supposed to be my
I
night,
don't. It doesn't
or if you
matter though.
bailed and it was your night.
Totally doesn't matter. And I felt really bad because I just kind of left. I left all my guys hanging. I got it in the stream. Y'all have a great night. Goodbye. Yeah,
Well, I
I should
hate
have
that.
told him to come over here.
I hate that. But yeah, Jane popped on. She said, "Yeah, Charlotte's live," and I said, "Well, let's just all go over there." So I shut her down because I figured, okay, well, I done
Oh,
messed up.
I'm so sorry.
That's right. I didn't have anything to talk about anyway.
It's okay. We'll get it straight next time.
Well, I hope you're feeling better.
I am feeling better. The only problem I'm having now is that when I lay down, I cough a lot.
Okay.
But
Just
other than that, I'm fine.
just some summer crud or what?
I think so. I really do. It lasted a long time though, and yeah, it lasted a long time. Ugh. I
All
never
right.
did run a fever though. Never did, and that's a good thing because I do not do well with a fever.
All right. Let's see who's here. Who's in here? Drunken Chef's in here.
Yeah,
Terry's here. Jane.
Terry and
Good to
Carla.
see you, Jane.
Hi.
Carla. Hey, how you doing, Carla?
Yeah.
Hey, woman. I guess she's talking to you, Charlotte.
Hey, hey, hey. Hope you're doing fun and fancy free.
Well, we really had a good time last weekend.
Tell me about
The
it.
I mean, all the heavy hitters, barbecue guys were there.
Neat.
Uh, and it's
Uh,
funny. I was telling Vicky, I said I can walk around, and the instant I see somebody, I know their channel names, but I have to stop and think about
what's their real
what's
name?
the real name.
Marcel sent me a whole bunch of pictures from
Here's
y'all.
Marcel.
Hey, Marcel.
I'm going to put a link out there. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to hang with her for a while. Her and Vicky chatted it up pretty
Oh,
good.
good.
She had her girl with her. Boy,
I
she
do
growed
it.
like a weed.
She is growing, isn't she?
Growing like a weed.
I was a little bit jealous.
Was your little jelly?
I was. But y'all didn't want to see me that weekend anyway, because I was.
Well, we might have got to the front of the line if you were hacking there with us.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm glad y'all had fun though.
So it's
Did you raise a lot of money for that gentleman?
I would think he did, but
Oh, there wasn't a final tally or
I
anything.
didn't hear a tally or anything like that. But I know I left quite a bit behind.
Yeah. Um, did it last all day, or did you stay all day, or?
Well, it was from 11 to 5, I think, or
Uh-huh.
maybe 4.
And
I
did
can't
you and Mrs.
remember.
Grumpus make a night of it and just stay there?
Yeah, well, I mean, we went Friday night, and we're just gonna make a long weekend getaway. So
Oh,
we're gonna do that Saturday,
yeah.
and she's notorious sometimes for we get out of town, she kidneys are act up, or
Oh no.
there's always seems to be something. And I had a pretty good weekend planned. We was gonna do the fundraiser
Right.
Go out and have a nice dinner on the river walk
Yeah.
that evening, and brunch, brunch in the morning before we headed back.
Right.
Well, Saturday morning, she wakes me up. She says, I got bad news. And I'm thinking, oh no, what is it? What emergency room do I got to find? She says, well, we may have to cancel our dinner plans. And I says, really? She said, yeah, they're having gay pride parade on the Riverwalk tonight. And I told her, and I was so relieved that it wasn't something wrong with her. I
Oh,
told
that
her, I
is
says,
so
well, I don't think I brought anything appropriate to wear. She says, I am not taking you on the Riverwalk tonight. So I thought, well, you're probably right.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
so we had to
That
find
is
something
so
else to
funny.
do. But, we ended up going we found a little jazz club.
Oh.
And I mean, it was down in a basement, and they played all the big band music. It
Yeah,
had
yeah.
piano, set of drums, bass, four horns,
Oh, that's
and sang
so
all
nice.
the Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin,
Pack stuff.
that era, and it was great. Had a great time.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, she flat out told me, she says, "You are not going on the Riverwalk tonight."
Grumpus, you might not have done very well at the river.
so, so where we stayed, they serve breakfast,
Yeah.
and they also have happy hour from 5:30 till 7,
Oh,
and each person gets a ticket for 3 drinks. Well, we start figuring $15 a drink. That's $90 right there.
yeah.
And Mrs. Grumpus didn't want to go, so I
Oh,
took both tickets and I
single for
went
your
down there. And
ticket.
I'm about 5 punches into my ticket. And the lady serving the drinks, she says, "Well, are you staying for the parade tonight?" I said, "Absolutely not."
Probably not.
She just started laughing, and a couple ladies behind me started chuckling. It's about my age. Started
Yeah.
chuckling, and I says, I like girls. Nobody's invited me to a parade." Lady behind me, she says, "I'm glad somebody said that out loud." I said, "I'm old enough. You can profile me if you want."
That's right. That's right.
So
That's
I thought of all the weekends, but it was just so funny. When Vicky was dead serious. She says, "You are not going on the Riverwalk tonight."
Mrs. Grumpus has very good judgment.
She won't even take me to the mall anymore.
What does that say, Grumpus? What does that say to you? Anything?
And the world's gone nuts because ain't nothing wrong with me. I haven't changed in 70 years.
You're killing me. That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Uh,
My goodness. Well, I went to Disney one year when they were having their Pride week.
mm-hmm.
And it was thank God I didn't have my children with me. I mean, I don't have a problem with what people do,
I don't care what they do behind the
but I'm
closed doors,
glad
but
I didn't have my kids with me.
just don't make me a part of your business. That's all.
Right. I happened to be there by myself. Well, not exactly by myself, but I was by myself enough.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and whew, it was interesting. I had never seen quite the spectacle before. Of course, I was a little
Yeah.
younger than I am now. I've seen a lot since then.
Well, she got me out of that hotel before it started because it overlooked the river.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, at the time, my children were not quite old enough to have that kind of discussion with them. Mom, what's that? Nothing. Let's go.
And then I was going to, I wanted to hit Water Garden Gyms
Oh yeah,
Sunday on the way home,
yeah.
and I looked up, and apparently they're closed Sundays and Mondays.
Oh no.
I don't know when he started doing that because I know I've been there on Sundays before.
Oh, well, that
So
was
I don't know if business is poor. I don't know. Maybe business is up. He don't need to stay open 7 days
maybe.
a week.
Yeah. Okay, Carla, what do you need? Oh no, no. I understand now. I'm sorry. She wrote, "Okay, explain, please." But she was. I understand what she's referring to now, with me and my kid. Then, yeah, explaining all of that adult content.
Oh, okay. Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
I'm missing the chat here.
Mama was not explaining all that. Shoot, when they got older, they had to explain some stuff to me.
Some things I just don't want to know.
I know, right? Right. Mm-mm-mm. Why is my nose itching so badly today? Mm.
Yeah, I know, Carl. I'm terrible.
No, you're not. You're just set in your ways and
Well, I just
you're not interested in what the rest of the world's doing.
just because the world's going nuts, I don't have to be part of the insanity.
Right. I understand. That's why I stay in my house.
Well, that's pretty much why my leash is getting shorter.
I could just see Mrs. Grumpus.
I mean, I can. She's really in a bad spot.
She
She
is.
doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to be out with me.
And she don't
She
need
don't.
to play
She don't want me
referee.
out on my own.
Right. Right. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So Mona had her wrist taken care of yesterday. She had a little procedure done on it, and hopefully she's going to be back up and at 'em
Oh,
real
okay.
soon.
Was it
She,
carpal tunnel?
I don't know what exactly the diagnosis was, but she's been having wrist problems for over 6 months that I know of. And it would get really bad and she'd be in a lot of pain and then it would get better and then it would get bad again. And she said, to heck with this. I need to figure out what the problem is. So she did, and she had it taken care of yesterday. So I'm really hoping, because, she misses crocheting a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why she started doing the diamond painting, because she needed something to do.
And she works in the garden quite a bit, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah. But that was hurting her. She was having a hard time struggling. But I'm very hopeful that she's going to be good as new in a minute.
Well, Terry, did it help?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know too. I'm so thankful that I've never had anything like that I'm aware of.
I'm surprised I don't as much time as I spend with a mouse in my hand.
Right, right. I went a little crazy doing some yarn shopping.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have to get that storage center opened up again.
No, I think there might be enough room under my bed.
Well, you're burning through it pretty quick.
I am. And this yarn is thicker and it's for making the toys. And I didn't have a lot of that here, just a little bit actually. And I had been doing that so much that I used up almost all of it. I might have a spare ball or three in random spots, but not a significant amount. And they had it for $5 a bag, and I went berserk. and I ordered 9 bags last week, and it got here today. Actually, it was June the 3rd, I think. And so we got paid yesterday, and I had a little bit of extra money, and I said, well, I think I'm going to get some more colors of this. So I ordered 10 more different colors. Oh, you sure are. You sure are, Marcel. Whoops. Why do I keep forgetting that?
Excuse me.
I don't have it right here. That's why.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Telling me to take my meds.
Oh, okay.
It's the only way I can remember.
You know what?
And then I hit dismiss and I'll forget it till about 2.
You know, my son does that with his medicine. He has an alarm set for 7 o'clock every morning and 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And he will sit there and play on that game, turn his alarm off, and just keep right on going.
I do it all the time. Goes
Well,
off at 11:30 twice a day.
he if he don't quit doing it, here's the thing. That stuff helps prevent his migraines. He can either take the medicine or he can suffer.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Marcel,
don't
you got to be present to win.
right. Right.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm here. I'm
Oh,
here.
I thought I'd done something.
No, I did it. I can't figure out why. On my side,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the restream,
Uh-huh.
and all it shows is a gray face with, the circle for like when you disable your camera.
That's what you're seeing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, it
I
ain't
see
wrong.
you and you are being broadcast.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I
doubt
wonder
it.
why it's doing that.
I don't know.
You want me to drop you and pull you back in?
If you want.
See if that'll trigger it?
Oh,
There you go.
that's not it. I'll be darned. Huh. That's interesting.
You need to completely back out and come back in and see if
Yeah, I'll come out. And how do I get out of here?
I mean just like if
Hang on. Log out.
yeah, just log out and then log back in, see if that does it. I need some Jeopardy music playing. Hey Tom, how you doing? We're waiting for Charlotte to log back in. She's having EV Muck's technical difficulties. So how you doing, Tom? Carla, I was watching you. Are you still here, Carla? How's that?
Well, that's interesting.
Are you back?
No. I mean, I am, but no. Not on my side. Let me look on YouTube.
Did you change cameras?
No. Mm-mm. No, I'm using my oh, you know what? Let me look.
It's got to be Apple.
It has to be. It has to be.
With
Mac
you.
Air camera. Okay. 720. Okay. It's still not it's all right. It's not a big deal. It's just a little confusing because I'm used to one thing, and
Well, you should
you
be
know,
able to see yourself.
I can see you.
And
That's all I need.
if I go out to my channel on on the internet,
Mhm.
you're there.
Okay. I believe you.
Are you getting used to that laptop?
Um,
How you liking?
I I like how fast it is,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not really using all of. I'm not using the Apple part. I just use Google on it. It's now I did learn how to make a new folder to store my crochet patterns,
Okay.
and then I made another folder to store my YouTube thumbnails, like the ones I use over and over.
Right.
Um, and that way it's easier just to, like, if I'm in a hurry, I can just grab one and throw it on there.
And you were using a Chromebook, right?
Mhm.
So it's not like you're coming from Windows and trying to
Right,
relearn.
right.
So you probably got that in your favor.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Well,
But
sorry to hear that, Tom.
and I did learn how to use the Finder button, which is basically the start. I mean the Windows button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where everything comes up. I learned that. I have not learned about widgets. Don't need to. I don't know. I learned how to empty the trash. What else? Oh, I learned how to download stuff from Etsy, my little digital
Yeah.
pack
Yeah.
when I buy them on Etsy, and from other websites. Because, like, I can go, I just found out
Hey, Alex.
that there is a store that I've bought yarn from before, but they have an entire free pattern section. What?
Oh no.
Yeah, we're in trouble. We're, woo, we're in trouble. But so, what'd you have for dinner tonight?
You ain't gonna believe it.
I'll believe it.
I had Vicky throw a couple pot pies in the oven for me because I didn't feel like cooking. She didn't either. I said, "There's got to be something in the freezer," so I usually keep a couple of those in there for some throwdown emergency meals. So that's what I
Right.
had today.
Yeah. Well, I'll be. I'm surprised.
Isn't that
You're right.
exciting?
I am surprised. I'm surprised.
Tom's got a question for you.
Who? I don't see. Hang on. Is it a rotten apple, Charlotte? Is what a rotten apple?
The reason you're having problems.
No, it's on.
DJ will show up and get this crap
No,
straightened up.
right, right. Hey, Alex. Welcome, welcome. Um, no, it's not a rotten apple. Look, I'm just grateful to have something better than what I had. Because it does, it has a lot more. I can tell that there's more oomph to this.
Yeah,
And
well, probably so.
the camera's a lot better. The microphone's a lot better because I don't have any extra microphone stuff here. I'm just using what I got here, the computer itself. I would. Ooh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Did that help?
Help what?
Do you see yourself yet?
Yeah, I see a gray box and a little stick figure.
Hmm.
It's okay. It's not a big deal.
Hmm.
Um, Pit Life Barbecue. How are you? Terry, are you leaving us? Gonna jump off of here. See y'all later. Okay. Take care, dear.
How you doing, Johnny?
Is that Johnny?
That's Johnny Maggs.
Okay. I'm not familiar with Mr. Maggs.
He has the Pit Life Barbecue podcast.
I see that.
He trying to remember. Let's see here. Johnny, are you in New Hampshire?
Oh,
I think
it's a beautiful place, isn't it?
I've never been there.
Mountains, beach, beautiful. I've seen.
Tom, it went real well. I I think they probably had twice the head count they were expecting.
Isn't that
I'm sure a
wonderful?
lot of money was raised. Some decent barbecue. All the heavy hitters were there.
Was
Uh,
he there?
pardon me.
Was he able to be there?
Oh yeah, yeah. He was, man. He was busy. He didn't hardly slow down the whole time.
Really? Was he looking good or?
Uh, he looked as good as he looked February when I saw him.
Well, that's good. That's
I
good.
mean, he has lost a little weight in the last year or two.
Yeah. Well, that's to be
But
expected.
spirits were high. His wife was there.
Good.
Everybody was up. So
Good.
yeah,
Very good. Um,
yeah. New Hampshire. That's where I thought that's where he was at. So yeah, Tom, it was a really good time.
we had a. I was telling my audience that we had a. Last weekend was Jeep in the Coast, where all the Jeep people come and hang out and drive up and down the beach and make a bunch of noise and drink a lot and, you know, just do Jeep things,
Oh, okay.
throw their little ducks everywhere.
So you kind of had a parade too.
They took over. There was a parade, yeah, the Jeep parade right downtown. And now this weekend it's biking the coast. Apparently, all the bikers are over in Biloxi. Thank God they're over there because the Jeepers were over here where we are, and the bikers are in Biloxi. Next, it's going to be, I think it's the boat thing, something the sound. Uh, what do they call it, Wesley? Honey? Oh, he must be sleeping.
No, I'm not sleeping.
What do they call the sound, the boat race there?
Thunder on the Sound.
Thunder on the Sound. A lot of boaters. They come in and they have this great big, like, super speed race. I mean, what kind of boats are they?
Cigarette boats.
Cigarette boats.
So is it like drag racing boats, or they go
Yeah.
in a circle?
No,
Like
no.
Miss Budweiser.
They haul butt. It's kind of cool. I might be willing to go to that.
Thank you, Jane.
That and Pickle Forks.
Huh?
They have Thunder on the Lake also through Pickle Forks.
Pickle Forks.
So that's next week.
It's soon. That's all I know. I don't know when it is, but I know it's
Pickle
soon.
Fork race boat.
We have like events like that all summer long until cruising the coast, and that kind of is the culmination of all the events for the. It's like the signal for the end.
Wesley needs to get that boat finished up.
I know, right? Oh, is that a pickle boat?
Pickle Fork.
A pickle fork.
It's
Who
like the
does this one?
Miss Budweiser and all those.
Apparently,
Oh yeah,
they do this kind of racing on the lake.
I got you.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, the good ones stay right side up.
Yeah. Instead of like this. It's fun to watch. I wouldn't want to be one of them.
Here we go.
It kicks off.
Tom, I wish you'd have been there. I believe we could have. I believe we could have made a mark.
Probably.
Vicky wouldn't let me go to the river, but I don't think she could have held us both back.
Yeah, but Miss Marie, she would have had a hold of Tom, had that tiger by the tail. Bike Week kicks off here next weekend in Laconia. Did I say that right? Laconia? This is the first annual bike thing here. And I think ours just for the weekend, Wesley?
Yeah, well, I don't know. First time doing it.
He said he don't know it's the first time they've done it. And bail. Yeah, and bail. I would really hate to see that happen to y'all. I would.
I would hate to see that happen, and knowing it was Maria and Vicky we were counting on to get us out.
Get us out. See, now it wouldn't be surprising to me if Miss Maria and Mrs. Grumpus decided to leave y'all in the pokey
That's what I'm
and
saying.
go hang out and go shopping and
That's what
go
I'm
out
saying.
eating some dinner and just pick y'all up in a week or two.
They don't need to go shopping with my bail money.
Right. 103rd year. I'll be. 103rd year.
So, Johnny, do you participate in that? I don't remember if you rode or not.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think I kind of like bikers more than I do jeepers.
Johnny Maggs has the prettiest barbecue pit on the planet. He's got a nice purple.
Ooh.
I forget. That was a car color. What was that, Johnny?
Oh.
His wife and kids surprised him on his birthday with a new pit a few years back,
How nice.
and it looked like a purple people eater.
Honey, what's the purple color on the Charger? Was it
Crazy purple?
plum crazy purple?
I don't know.
That was the car color for the. Was it the supercharger or just the Charger?
It was any of the Plymouth.
Any of the Plymouths back then.
Plum crazy purple.
Crazy purple. See, I
There
told you.
you go.
That was a great color. That's a great color. I could see it in my head. I just couldn't remember the name of it.
Just like Mustang had cracked.
That your wife must love you better than Peter loved the Lord. Hey, Marcel.
I'm sorry, Marcel. I didn't get a ding-a-ling or nothing when you popped up.
I have the ding-a-ling. I'm here. I just
How you doing tonight?
Oh man, we're doing okay. We spent most of the afternoon out in the pool.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it's been really nice. That's my favorite part of summer is having time at home on my own schedule and that pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you all survived Saturday, okay? Because you guys
we
drove back
did.
that day, didn't you?
Yeah, we left there and then we drove down the street and got some ice cream. We went to a little ice cream shop we'd never been to in San Antonio before. Gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I've just like literally found it searching the web in the parking lot. I was like, ice cream near me. And it was the next shopping center over, and they gave us these giant scoops of ice cream. I posted a picture on Facebook.
Nice. You did.
Oh,
You did.
it was called Handel's, Handel, Handel's homemade ice cream, and it was delicious. I had a blueberry cobbler swirl ice cream, and it was vanilla ice cream
Uh-huh.
with blueberry pie filling swirl and sugar cookie pieces mixed in.
Oh my.
Yeah, on a
That
waffle
sounds
cone.
delicious.
Yeah, I don't want to know how many points that was. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It
And then
doesn't
my
matter. It sounded like you won.
and then my daughter got the chocolate chip cookie dough in a chocolate dipped waffle cone.
Okay. Okay.
So we drove home some happy campers, and it was so awesome to meet everybody and sit there and talk with Grumpus and Vicky, and then I don't know if you saw my comment, Grumpus, but thanks for the second bottle of the best water on earth and the cupcake. It was so hot out there. We went up there. They were selling water bottles for $1, and went up there and got one. And I drank it. And it was so cold. And I had told Vicky, I said, "This is the best water on earth, like ever. The best water I've ever had." And so she sent Grumpus back over there and says, "Go buy her another bottle of the best water on earth."
That was good. That's nice. That's nice.
Yes, it was so
like
cool.
y'all had a really good time.
Yes, I was wishing we could do a do-over today. It was fun. And Emery had a blast. Yeah, she had a good time meeting everybody. My only regret is I wish I had taken more pictures.
You know, I didn't take a single picture.
I just have a couple, and I should have got Emery in there
think of
with us because she had been so excited to meet you, and she was so excited just to be with the other, YouTubers because she's going through a phase. She wants her own channel.
Oof.
and she just doesn't know what she wants to post yet.
Yeah.
But she's kind of got that creative bug like us.
Right. Right. Bless her little heart.
Now,
How old is she now?
did you
She's
see what
12.
Johnny said? 300,000 people at his wedding.
Oh my goodness gracious alive. Whoa.
Wow.
That's a
That's,
lot of gifts to return.
Yeah, that's a lot of thank you cards.
can you imagine if everybody would have donated $1?
Man,
Great
Whoa.
idea, Jane.
could have bought a house.
I know, right? Um,
Yes, snacks in the basement,
I agree. I agree.
ice cold water.
Nobody'd want to come up.
Just be chilling in the basement.
Yeah.
I need snacks. I'm starving.
I just had a snack. We had crisped up some fish sticks in the air fryer.
Oh, yum. Um, I'm trying to see what we. I'll be right back. Okay.
All righty. Yeah, Vicky had a great time talking to you, Marcel.
Oh, I did too.
On the way
Likewise, for
home, she
sure.
said, "She is so nice." I was like, "Yeah, of course she's nice."
I do my best. No, it really, I love talking to people. We just don't get out very much. We live in the middle of nowhere, and then, with the kids and stuff, we just don't go out a lot. But yeah, it was so nice talking to you guys. I really did say that. I said, Evan just got home, he got home yesterday, and I said, you literally just missed everything. Like, but I know there'll be another time.
I couldn't get over how big Emery's gotten.
Oh my gosh, she's like we're wearing the same shoe size. I'm borrowing her shoes while it lasts because she's obviously at 12 and a half. She's gonna be patting me on the head by next year. Be like, hey, thanks, Mom. Thanks for the peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So your husband got home?
he's home and
Okay.
he's doing well. He's tired. He's got jet lag and he's also
Yeah. Is he going to be home for a while?
yeah, he'll be home for a while now. Usually when they do these long trips like this, they don't try to approach them about another one for a while.
Yeah.
He might have other small ones come up like a couple weeks, maybe a month, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
The longest deployment he's ever had since we've been together was 9 months, and that was hard. That was hard because the kids were little then. Emery was 2 and Jared was 7.
Oh, wow.
And by the time he got back, they were 3 and 8. He had missed their birthdays. He had missed the holidays. He had missed everything.
I know the first year I married Wesley, I think we saw each other 2 months that year. And that was
Wow.
it. He missed a lot too. But
Yeah, I think we had done the math, and Evan and I have been together, dating and married to this point 13 years. And we did the math, like all the deployments, even while he was dating, and then since we've been married, of the 13 years we've been together, he had missed almost 4 years total.
oh wow.
That's different time adding up.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
Hmm.
It takes a certain type of woman to be able to
Not
tolerate
killing.
all. Well, and here's the thing. They're gone. You take care of everything yourself. You
Hmm.
fix the sink. You wash the clothes. You feed the kids. You do everything. And then they come home like they own the place or something.
Yeah.
And it's hard to learn to live together again
Yeah.
after being apart for so long.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, shore duty destroyed my first marriage.
Oh
Like, it ain't time for you to go back out to sea. Go.
my gosh. Yeah. It does get we kind of went through a couple of things today. Like I changed stuff around the house. He's gone for 120 days. I mean, that's 4 months. that's a while. But I guess when you've been apart, at different time, 9 months and 6 months, like it's like this was a shorter one, you
Mhm.
know, by
Mhm.
comparison. But we had a lot of stress, like we had Jared was trying to get ready for graduation. Emery had this, that going on, just regular stress of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and so like he came home and we have a laundry room. It's like a combo laundry room slash craft room, like a second den area in this house. And we had just a little waste bin back there, like to put the lint from the dryer. And then like if somebody drank a soda back there while they were playing a video game, they'd throw that in there and it would fill up like, quickly. And
Mhm.
I got aggravated with it. And so I ordered another, like a full size trash can put
Oh,
back
yeah.
there. Certain kind that I like. They're a little bit pricey, but they hold the bag and they don't fall down. I think they're
Right.
really good quality. So I just bought another one and put it back there. And he moseyed up to me at some point yesterday when he got home, like when he actually drove home. I had already scheduled a hair appointment. And so I wasn't in the house when he got here, but Emery was home. He got to meet the puppy, everything. Emery did all the introductions. And the first thing he said to me was like, hi, hi, hi. And then we finally got home and he goes, so why'd you buy another full size trash can? It's like, are you the inspector general? I was like, because I wanted one. I was like, what? You
I
focus
earned
on
it.
Pause.
Yeah, no. Emery told me he walked all over the house, like inspecting it. Like, holy crap, what did she change? Like, he was expecting to see a brand new living room set or something in here.
You're lucky it wasn't a brand new car.
I'm saying, you're lucky it wasn't 5 more puppies.
Oh, tell us about the puppy. Tell us about the puppy.
Oh my goodness. Well, we haven't done the DNA test or anything, but it is obvious
Yeah.
to everybody, including 2 veterinarians, that he is some substantial part Great Dane. And so I knew when we got him, his feet were just huge. And he was so tiny at 10 weeks old, but he had these really long legs. And my thought was, I said, he kind of has like Great Dane looking legs, but he was so tiny. And they had told us at the shelter that they were most likely a lab Australian Shepherd mix,
Mhm.
which they had spots and, the floppy ears.
Mhm.
When we had Dolly before she got sick, her face looked very much like a Labrador.
Mhm.
And she
Mhm.
was a little bit shorter and stockier. She wasn't lengthy like him, but Tiger, um, his face was longer. And at first we were thinking like maybe he had like Doberman. And then we started questioning whether they were actually siblings or they were just 2 puppies in a kennel together and we took them
Mhm.
or they gave them to us. Um, I don't
We
know. But as he started to stretch and grow, it became very, very like recognizable, like that of a Great Dane. And everybody that met him was like, "Does he have like Great Dane in him?" I said, "That's not what they have at the shelter." And so when we took him in for his rabies vaccine a week and a half ago, met up with this male veterinarian. I go to this group. There's like 4 veterinarians in this group, and you can see any one of them on whatever day. It doesn't matter. We've seen them all. They're all great. And this one doctor named Justin Brunig, we walked in there, and he's treated a lot of my animals, and he's a good old country boy. Got a real thick East Texas drawl, all this stuff. And he walks in, and he goes, "That's going to be a big breed right there." Okay,
Dial
okay.
him up.
He goes, so I said, what do you think is mixed in there? I said, like, what do you feel? What do you say? And he goes, I'm seeing some Dane. Yeah, we got some Dane mixed in there for sure. And I was like, but at 16 weeks, he's 16 weeks now.
Mhm.
And he is the age that Ellie was when I adopted her 2 years ago. And she was still so tiny.
Mhm.
And at 16 weeks, he's taller than her and his feet are ginormous. It sounds like he's wearing clodhopper boots walking around this house. And I said, this is going to get nuts. He stands up next to me when on the island when I'm trying to chop stuff or whatever. He wants to see what I'm doing. And he looks at me like, what are you doing, Mom? It's like I have a 7-year-old child next to me. Yeah, it's amazing.
There's your answer.
That's great.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But he is the sweetest dog, and he's so smart, and he's finally gotten to the point where he's comfortable now. And he, for the longest time, he looked stressed out. Like he didn't look like a happy puppy. He was anxious, and he
Mm-hmm.
just had that stressed look.
Mm-hmm.
But now he smiles. Now he's happy, and you can see it in his face. And I love it. He's a good boy. They're sleeping right back there. You can see their kennels. There's Ellie and Tiger back there. They're sleeping. I moved their kennels so they're next to each other.
Okay.
Yeah. They sleep in their kennels at night.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps them from like getting in scuffles with the cats.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Lisa.
How you
My
doing,
dogs
Lisa?
both sleep in kennels too. I'm sorry, Grumpus. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying hi to Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Tom. Hi, Johnny Mags. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
I can't wait to see him when he's bigger.
It's growing like a weed.
He'll
I
probably
already had to.
sitting there in a chair next to you.
Yeah, I know. I keep waiting for him to ask me for a cup of coffee. I'll just tell him to go do the dishes. Tiger, can you go do the dishes? Um, but he's a good boy. We had to upgrade his kennel. He had I think probably like a medium sized kennel that was fine when he was a puppy. And I'll show you the last picture I took of him in it. He likes to sleep on his back because he's a weirdo. So he was sleeping on his back, and his head was like cocked this way, and his paws were like this way, and his feet were actually sticking out of the kennel through the grates. I was just like, okay. I was like, all right.
It's
I
trying to
think
give
we
you a
got
hint.
That's
yeah.
great.
So we went to Walmart last night and got him a new one, got him a new bed, and he's already going to outgrow this one. Like I know we should have just got the ginormous one,
She
and
went to Lowe's and got a shed.
yeah, but it's really nice. He's comfortable. He didn't want to get out of his kennel this morning. I was like, "Come on, Tiger, come on!" And he was like, he does these big yawns and the real, and he snaps his head back. Just like, ooh. And he just does these big little paws like this, and he loved it. He didn't want to get out of there.
You're
So
gonna
you
He,
don't have a problem putting them in it at night.
no, no, I have them trained with. I have trained them with treats, and it's like a
Oh,
positive thing. So I can either throw a treat in there and they'll just follow it in there, or I just go tell them to kennel up and they'll just go. Um,
Hey, Steve.
but since he's going to be so big, like of course I don't know how big he's going to get, but just to because I've never had a dog quite that large. The biggest dogs I had a German Shepherd mix for, a really long time. My dog Hunter actually lived to be 18 years old.
Mm.
Um, yeah, really, and then I've had a Labrador, but I've never had a dog this big. And so I think we are gonna. I've been looking at obedience schools. Um, oh, Tom, have a good night.
Good night, Tom. I hope you feel better, dear.
Oh, he's
yeah.
got a cold.
Uh huh.
Man, there's just crap going around.
Yeah, tell me. Ugh.
But I am going to look for an obedience school for him just to really, he's very smart. He's very teachable. I just need somebody, a dog that big. I feel like I need somebody to kind of, really, really work with him.
With a
Like,
dog that big or a dog like him, I think
mhm,
the most important thing for him to learn, other than just good house manners, is instant recall.
yeah,
Instant. When I say come here, do not hesitate. Turn around, come here, or
yeah,
whatever word you decide to use. And when
yeah,
I say sit, sit now. Because my biggest fear with Virgil is him getting toward the road and just keep going.
yes,
And I said, and so I've been trying really hard to work with him outside with distractions, making him do what he's supposed to do. He's getting there. He's not there yet. And
yeah,
he's almost 18 months old now. He was born December 1st,
yeah.
a year ago, December 1st.
See,
Um,
I've got both dogs sit. When I tell them to, they'll sit.
Mhm.
And then I've got them to get them to lay down in their kennels. I've got them this where I tell them to calm down, and I do this, and they both lay down.
Mm.
And they know, and I'll tell them to calm down. It's time to rest. And I've done this like a million times, and they know when I do this, they lay down. And
Okay.
I just with him, I want somebody to get him to where like Ellie Mae, she'll kind of listen. She's a little bit wiry. We get outside, she'll still chase the outdoor cats, and
Mhm.
then she'll prance back and look like she just did something like really funny, and then she'll go in the yard.
Mhm.
So she's not fantastically trained, but she's a creature of habit, and she'll just come right back,
Right.
you know. But I don't know about him.
Lisa and her husband just got over the plague.
Oh,
I kept wondering if maybe that's what I had.
did you lose your sense of smell and taste?
No, I just couldn't talk for a while, and I felt bleh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, when I got it, I just felt weak.
Mm.
I
Hmm.
really didn't have coughs or anything like that. I just felt weak,
I didn't have a cough.
unusually tired.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't have a cough the first week. It started when the cough started when I started feeling better, which is weird. And it's only at night when I lay down. I'm up. I'm not coughing. I'm fine. But I promise you, when I go to bed tonight, it's all over with the crying.
Well, the crud in your chest tries to settle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know. You have a humidifier.
No, not
Oh,
anymore. I mean, I had one when the kids were little, but
no, those are really those are real helpful.
um, I do have the Mucinex soothing lozenges, and they
Yeah,
help
those.
tremendously.
Yeah, and the Mucinex is good stuff.
They're good. I love them. I mean, for being sick, they work better than between those and the Advil Cold and Sinus. That's how I survived it, and
Yeah,
I was really blown away at how well those Mucinex throat lozenges work.
they really do. See,
Um,
we've become big fans of like Dayquil.
mhm.
Dayquil when he gets sick,
Yeah.
that's like in the last couple of years I started buying that stuff.
Uh-huh.
But it's really good.
Okay. First time you got it, it wasn't that bad. I've had it 4 times. The third was the only time my sense of smell and taste were affected. When I had it the first time, I didn't lose my sense of smell and taste. But what happened to me was I had this metallic taste. Everything tasted like
Yep.
tinfoil.
Mm-hmm.
It was yuck. That was
Yep.
gross.
Yep. I think I had COVID like when everything happened in 2020, like when the world shut down, like in March of 2020, when all that, we had just, the kids had just had spring break, and we took them to Houston for about 4 days, and we went and we toured NASA, the Space Center up there. And I had a cold at that time. And I vividly remember this because this was just kind of the news of what was happening was just kind of
Right.
stirring, and they were
Hmm.
talking about it like was the new bird flu, something was this.
Yeah.
I had a cold at the time. I was extremely congested. I had lost my sense of taste. I had lost my sense of smell. And I remember being so frustrated because we were staying at this hotel that had like a buffet at night, like
Hmm.
hors d'oeuvres and just some wine they had in like a little carafe, and
Right.
you could go down there and mingle with everybody. And I couldn't taste anything. The wine tasted just bland. A coffee tasted bland. And I was like, well, at least it's warm. I said, well, I can't taste it, but at least I'm going to get a buzz, whatever, and then they talked about all the symptoms later on, and I was like, I had that like when this first started. And then we went home, and that's when they said nobody's going back to school, and the kids literally finished out the year at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, but I remember that, and they were talking, and then for the longest time, Charlotte, after I had that, no matter, even though I was better, everything I drank, coffee, water, I mean, spaghetti sauce, whatever, tasted like salty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Um,
everything.
I think I had it before everything shut down too. before it was even in the news.
Hmm.
Because that February, before everything shut down, I was sicker than I had been in years.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anything of it. I just figured it was the flu,
Yeah.
but I was really, really sick. I mean, it was crazy. And remember the kids were sick too. Because I remember doing a video where I had all this medicine and they still weren't well. But with the kids, it ended up being bronchitis, both of them.
Yeah.
That's what they called it. But as soon as I got them on antibiotics and got the right medication for them, they did get better. Maybe it just ran its course, but it was around
Yeah.
that same time frame when all that was going on. I got sick first, then they got sick.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I wasn't like super sick, but it was like I had like a sickness like that before. It was just all right here. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember especially because we were in a hotel and I didn't have my humidifier and I was like I was actually sleeping in the hotel bed. Like I propped pillows up so I could sit up.
Oh
So
yeah,
I feel so bad when I woke up.
yeah,
It like the drainage wouldn't stall.
right.
Then I
That's
just remember
actually what
that.
I've been doing for the past 3 nights in a row is propping the pillows up, and I don't like to sleep like that, but I've been doing
Yeah.
it anyway to keep from coughing all night
Yeah.
long.
It
You,
helps.
if I slide down, I'll wake myself up coughing.
Hmm. That residual cough is the worst.
Oh, it is. It's terrible.
But yeah, I just remember not having the taste and smell, and then later on, when they said the symptoms, like they put them out there, I was like, I think I already had this crap,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't, sick enough that we couldn't go on vacation.
Right.
I was spreading it everywhere, and I didn't know what I had.
Typhoid Mary.
Pretty much, I was right down there in the middle of happy hour with everybody, eating my garlic bread with a glass of red wine.
There you go. That's how it's. Tried 4 or 5. It's okay. I understood what you meant, Steve. And I've never tried Fisherman's Friend, but I think I'm gonna try to find some of those.
I've never heard of it.
Me either.
Is that something new?
Might just be. I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I think
They're like throat lozenges.
I
They're
think a
like
medicinal shot.
like Halls.
I
Are
think a
they?
medicinal shot of Fireball would work too.
Well, that's what he told me last week, Marcel. That I needed some Fireball to feel better.
It disinfect everything.
Yeah, disinfect.
Well, we'll have to do we'll have to do a private live for that remedy.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
um, those Ricola ones are pretty good too, and they taste good.
Do they?
Yeah,
Never tried those. I like the honey Mucinex ones. I don't know why. Now, Poppy bought me some of the red ones yesterday. He went to Walgreens. He got me because I told him, I said, I'm running out of these. I'm going to need some more. And he came home yesterday from work with a bag of red ones and a bag of yellow ones, the honey ones. And I looked at the red ones and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I need. He said, Charlotte, it says cough suppressant on the bag. And I'm like,
pass that
I
back.
already
Over.
hear that,
it's
Steve.
going to taste like NyQuil. I don't want to do this.
Those cherry ones, like cherry flavored.
Well, cherry and actually, the picture is berry, but it's mostly cherry with eucalyptus. And I'm like, oh, God, this is terrible. But it does have dextromethorphan in it, which is a cough suppressant. So,
But doesn't Ricola have one that's got like rosemary or basil or something like that in it?
oh, I don't
I
know.
think so. They've got some kind of wild
Yeah,
flavors.
I think I got some herb ones once. It was pretty good.
We have some back there, and I think they're just this like simple honey and lemon flavor.
I like those.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Simon.
Hey, Simon. Oh,
Hi, Simon.
I'm sorry. Somebody.
Simon was there last Saturday.
Yeah, we took pictures with him.
Awesome. Awesome. See, I don't like this because I can't go backwards.
What you trying to do?
Go backwards in the chat.
How far back?
Just a little bit. Oh, wait, there it is. I see it. Okay.
Too far?
No, I got it. Huh.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever been up on this like interface with y'all.
What do you think?
I like it. Everything's kind of backwards. Like, you know, we used to StreamYard. Normally the reading the comments is on the, you know, this side.
Yeah, they had to do something to be different, I guess.
They just had to be original.
Oh, no. Steve, I'm so sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry to hear that too.
Yeah, I like that she didn't have to live through that fear too, because that was terrible. You know, my daughter had a baby that year in July 1st. And I wasn't able to go to the hospital and be with my daughter when she had her baby. She was by herself and her husband, of course. But, you know, husbands aren't any good in the delivery room. What are they going to do? Just stand there and gawk? You know, I mean, they don't understand what's going on. I mean, they do, but they don't. They don't know what you're going through. And she ended up having to have C-section. And it was terrible. And here I was sitting at home just waiting to hear if she was alive or not, if both of them were alive or not. It was tough.
Good night, Simon.
Simon, you sleep well. Hope we put you to sleep. I think. I don't know. Should we keep him awake?
I don't. I don't know. I don't know if I want him falling asleep thinking about me or not.
You spend
See you,
too much time
Simon.
in San Antonio. Come on. Come on.
Lisa, Saturday was the fundraiser for Rick Galindo. He's got throat cancer, isn't it, Marcel? I think
You
it's
know,
throat
I'm
cancer.
not sure. I don't know if it's throat cancer. It's like some kind of random cancer. That's what's affecting his shoulder.
Right, right.
Um, but I'm not sure if it's throat cancer, but it was some, you know, kind of different cancer. I mean, I'm sure I saw the name of it, but I wouldn't dare try to butcher. Oh, is it throat cancer?
Oh, okay.
I thought it was something different.
What's wrong with his shoulder?
He's got a big knot right here, like on his jugular, isn't it?
Oh, I can see that now.
Okay.
Okay.
I see. Have they done surgery?
I don't know the
I believe
particulars.
so.
I don't know the particulars. I know he's going through all the
Everything he can do.
chemo and all that kind of stuff. But,
Oh, they're not going to do any more?
oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
said, he hasn't shared the details with me, and I haven't pried.
Right. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. He is a nice
Oh,
guy.
okay. Here we go.
Yes. Rick is such a nice guy.
Told her something
Oh,
started
well,
with his treatment.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's a damn shame. I hope that maybe he'll go into remission.
Yes.
You know,
Simon, don't you live close to Rick? Aren't you all over in the same neck of the woods in San Antonio?
I'll be right back, guys.
I know Rick and Grill Sergeant. They hang around a lot. I think.
They do. And for a while, like last summer, Rick, Andrew, and Chef Johnny, they were going out to Chef Johnny's place and doing like Friday Night Lives.
Yeah.
They were. I'll be right back.
Well, Andrew brought Rick to the cook-off this year, and I guess Rick hadn't been getting out much and mentioned he might want to go, so Andrew piled him in the car, and well, here they come.
That's
Which was
awesome.
good to get him out.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm.
15 minutes away from. I thought y'all were there close. There you go, Simon.
Yeah. So Evan's back. He's just tired. His time schedule's all screwed up.
How long did it take him to get back? Was it like a 5 day, like you said?
It was the fastest trip back they've ever taken. Normally they kind of drag it out like it seems like they kind of stop in these different European countries and like chill for a minute, like, you know. Yeah, but this was a fast trip back. I was like, you guys are not messing around this time. Like, you're back. And he was like, yeah, all the budget cuts and all that stuff, they wouldn't let us stay anywhere. You know.
How you doing, Simon?
I'm good.
I
Good.
said,
Hey,
You was afraid of the nightmare, wasn't you?
was that?
You was afraid of the nightmare, weren't you?
Yeah, how to cut that off right now.
Uh, yeah, I thought you lived pretty close to Rick. I thought you and Chef Johnny and Rick and Andrew,
So
you're all right there together, aren't you?
I live on the south side of San Antonio, and Rick lives in Poteet, which is 10 minutes away from me.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then Chef Johnny and Andrew live on the north side of town. They live farther away than Rick does to me.
Yeah, yeah. Chef Johnny, he's out almost
He's not in
to another town, isn't he?
either Converse or Elotes or
he's in oh gosh.
I think
Not
he's
quite.
outside San Antonio.
Yeah, he's not quite. I don't think it's Divine, but it's like over there by Divine.
oh, he might be in Divine or not Floresville. I want to say Divine, maybe.
Okay.
It's like over there. It's. I don't think it's Divine. There's another little town. It'll come to me in a minute, but it's like over there. That's where he is. Um, it's over there near Divine.
Thank you, Jane Doe.
Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't know all the details with Rick because I just don't generally pry into people's business like that.
Yeah. So that thing on his shoulder, it happened during his treatment. So now I think now he's gonna get treated for that. See what they can do for that. It's just swelling. It's like a. I don't know exactly what it's from, but it's either the chemo or the radiation.
Okay. Well, he had a pretty good turnout Saturday.
Yeah, I think he said they sold like 200 plates.
They were expecting
Oh,
100.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, this thing looks really different.
Yeah, but look how clear you look.
Yeah. Oh, this is also my camera on this MacBook.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the EV-Mux, what I like about it is it broadcasts in 1080
Yeah,
or StreamYard 720.
correct.
So everybody looks good.
And then the other one, the one
Restream,
Restream is at
it's
420,
720.
720 max.
I mean, you can get 1080 if you want to pay.
Yeah, $50 a month or whatever it is.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's nuts.
I don't want to do that.
EV-Mux is 1080 on the free plan.
Oh, okay. Is this a paid one or
Yeah, I'm doing the paid one.
okay? You do it monthly or
Right now, I'm just doing monthly.
how you like it?
I wanted to try it out, but the more I use it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
It's just like you said with StreamYard, everything seems to be backwards, different ways to back into things. But this has a lot of customization to it that you don't get with the other two.
Yeah, I think Tom Garvey uses this one.
Yeah, I got Tom hooked on it. He does his recordings on it,
Right.
and I haven't done anything like that.
Oh, really?
I mean,
No,
it's
I
it's
mean
going
that's
through YouTube now, but as soon as I end the broadcast, YouTube's already got it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, did you get the pictures I sent you?
I did. I did. Thank you very much.
Yeah, your wife gave me the phone number
Yeah.
because she wanted the pictures, so I'll send you all the pictures that I took.
Yeah, she was fussing at me all the way home because I didn't take any pictures. I said, "Well, you know,
You're
I
too
don't
yeah.
know
I
why I
wish.
didn't. I don't know
mesmerizing,
why I didn't because everybody was walking around like this."
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
I wish I'd have gotten a picture with Smoke and Joe.
Uh, yeah, he was busy. When I got there in the morning, he was already covered in sweat.
Oh my.
Yeah,
He must
it
have left
was
in the
so
middle of the
hot out
night.
there.
Yeah, he must have gotten like the night before. 'Cause he came all the way from El Paso.
Yeah. So what was that, like a 9 hour trip? He said
Like eight, yeah, 8, 9 hours.
8 9 hour trip.
Yeah, it's a hike.
Now all the barbecue equipment they had there, was it already there? Did people bring their own stuff?
So the big contraption that Al Fragoni was cooking on, that was his. He brought his.
Okay.
And then the guys that were in the corner selling the barbecue rubs, that was their
Yeah.
smoke. I think Joe had stuff from the store. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
And
Because I know there was plenty of cookers there.
oh yeah, yeah. Frack Daddy was when I got there, he was already cooking as well, helping with the picanhas and the excuse me, the tri-tips and the sausages.
Well, it sounds like everybody ate very well.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I there was more on my plate than I could eat.
Right, right.
yeah, yeah. My buddy, I ended up giving him my chicken wings. I didn't even want 'em. It was the whole platter was full of food, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I didn't finish editing the video. I had a lot of video where I just let it run, so I need to cut that down because a lot of it's just like dead space. So I need to cut that down and then do a couple of voiceovers, and I should be able to get it up tomorrow.
Mhm.
I was trying to get them posted on Saturdays. I've been doing the last few videos on Saturday mornings, but I totally just missed today. Everybody's going.
Where's everybody at?
Avatar party.
Oh well,
Speaking of, what do I say? Let's see.
your beard's looking nice.
Yeah, so it's getting fluffy right now.
It is. It is. Last time I saw you, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a growth spurt.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I Poppy keeps his pretty short, but I like it that way. So,
Yeah, that's before I shaved it. It was like down to like right here. It was
oh wow, oh
pretty-
wow.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. My husband keeps his really close to his face.
yeah.
Close to his face.
I don't like it that short.
Yeah.
It tends to itch more.
He's always doing this.
Yeah, well, I'm trying not to.
Maybe
I
I should tell him to grow it a little bit longer and see if that helps.
also use plenty of beard oil
Mm-hmm.
for the
Mm-hmm.
moisturizer.
Yeah. He likes the beard oil. And I think he conditions it or something too.
Yep.
But
Yeah, if I didn't, it would be all.
yeah.
Even though right now it's kind of wild right now, I need to wash it and
I think it looks nice. It looks
also
nice.
need a haircut.
Nah. For what?
Cause it's hot over here.
Yes. Believe me, I get that. I just cut probably 6 inches off of mine.
Oh, really? Wow.
I wish it was shorter because, well, I don't know if I wish it was short. I wish I didn't have so much hair. I've got a lot of hair and it's thick and it's in the summertime. It feels like I'm wearing a knit cap. over my, like a beanie or something.
Yes.
So it's very, very hot. Why are you in a different spot? Yes. Oh no. Okay.
So you're
Okay.
still there,
He.
and then there's two screens on here. You're you're st- you're in the basement, basically,
Yeah, he's in the basement. He'll be back in a second. He
and,
had a
and then you turn off your avatar or turn off your screen online. Oh, it's offline over here now.
actually kid on the Restream app. Are you looking at a circle whenever my voice? I mean, can you see my face or can you just see the circle?
I see. I think you have a picture, don't you?
I
I,
no,
no, I don't remember.
It's
Because
not allowing me to put my picture up or anything. But on YouTube, it shows me normal.
I just added mine to
I
this. I,
can't figure out why it's doing that tonight
oh,
because normally it doesn't.
let me see you on YouTube.
I'm not on YouTube.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay.
You're here twice, Grumpus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you add yourself or eliminate the other one?
Oh, wow.
We can hear you. I think everybody in the chat can hear you too.
Well, you're seeing the same thing we are, right? As far as the little tab over your other picture that says no connection. Yeah.
Can you switch yourself? Can you add yourself to the live and then kick the other one out? Oh, you should. Wait, you have a control panel. You should be able to do it there.
Right. Oh, hmm. That's kind of crazy.
Okay. Here's Marcel.
What?
Welcome back, Marcel.
Hello, thank you.
You are
Um,
very welcome.
so
Uh-oh.
what's every what do y'all what's up?
Well,
Grumpus
Grumpus got a
he kicked himself out.
computer
Oh
glitch
my
and he
I
can't
do
seem to get himself back on here. But
every time I go live I kick myself out.
he'll figure it out.
Like every time.
You might find out if I'm subscribed to you here on YouTube. I think I am.
Did you find yourself?
Marcel, what is your YouTube channel?
It's a little fish in the kitchen.
A little fish in the kitchen.
That's
Little.
me. But oh, and by the way, Charlotte, you'll get a kick out of every time. Like I've known well, not all of them. Like some of them I didn't know, but I've known Alton, online for a while. Smoke and Joe for a long while.
Yeah.
Um, Chef Johnny for a long while, but they've never, and maybe in a live stream they've seen me in person, but I've
Mhm.
never showed up to an event where they were. And
Right.
so, I had to give them some context when I walked up. Like Grumpus introduced me to Alton from Dogfather's Barbecue, and at first Grumpus was like, "This is Marcel," and Alton looked at me like I could tell he recognized me, and I said, "I'm Little Fish," and he goes, "Oh, Little Fish,"
Oh,
and like every person that ever, like Chef Johnny too, same thing. He was looking at me like he was like, I know you from and then I was like, I'm little fish, and they were like, oh, I was like, That's how they remembered me more than my name.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's how I reacted when I realized it was you. We're waiting for the bathrooms.
Yeah, well, I knew I recognized you too because we were standing there. Emery and I, we had just gotten there, and I had drank literally. I told Grumpus when I got there, I said, "I'm the most hydrated person here." I said, "I just had 2 cans of sparkling water driving over here. Like it was an hour-long drive for us, and I have a sparkling water problem." And
You were ready to go, huh?
oh my gosh! And so we got there, and first thing we did was go inside, and I ended up standing right next to Simon, and he and I were like looking at each other like, what? Like, I could tell, like, I was like,
I
I
know
know
you.
this.
I
Like,
know
I
you.
know. Like, I think I know this guy. And then I think maybe he had the same thing. And then finally later on, we were like, oh, yeah, I know you.
I'm so jealous. I want to do something like that. Darn it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a meetup. I think Grumpus and Vicky and me and Emery should all take a trip to Long Beach.
Oh boy. That'd be fun.
Hello.
That'd be so fun.
But
Rent a Jeep. Let's just all like roll, like get a van. Get a
That would be so fun. Really fun. I'll take y'all to eat some crab legs.
there you go.
Ooh. I mean,
Hey, and it's cheap too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could get Emery to eat crab, but she loves fried fish.
Yeah,
Yeah, she loves fried fish.
they have that too. Yeah, they have a special every night of the week. So is it really a special? I don't know, but it's like $30 for 2 pounds of crab and a pound of shrimp, boiled shrimp, and it's delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Mm, yeah, love
And
it.
it's enough food, like because normally, you go to the casinos and they have the all you can eat, buffets, but they're okay, but they're not the same as this place. This place, it gives you just enough food. You get a little midget corn on the cob, and you get a couple of small red potatoes boiled, almost like a crab boil.
Yeah,
And but it's not super spicy because unfortunately I can't handle a lot of spice. And it's just enough that I feel like I've had a good meal. I'm a little overstuffed, but not miserable. That makes sense.
yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I know that feeling. Steve, are you in Long Beach, California? Yeah, she's in Mississippi.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I did to my. Oh, okay. There they are. You're on as a guest in your own channel. Yes.
You banned yourself, Grumpus.
So are
That's where I'm at.
so if you leave and come back, can you log into your account? Yeah, I know.
But we'll be back if you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You might have to send links out. Okay.
that's wild. Well, it says it says no connection on your previous
Mhm.
uh, avatar.
And the one on top is offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What did you press?
Okay.
All right. Oh,
Well, I probably people on that are watching on YouTube, they can't see it, but I'm looking at Grumpus in the basement and the small icon. Look around. Like he's stuck in the Brady Bunch grid.
Well, we'll be back in a minute, okay?
Yes.
Y'all hang out. I mean, yeah, come join us.
Yeah. Oh God.
I think you'll have to like close the browser then.
Yeah.
And
You might just have to restart your whole computer, like reboot it.
He did. Okay. So you want us to hang out? Okay. Okay.
Right.
That's so funny. Oh my goodness. That's all right. Sniff some glue.
oh my god.
Take a few cough drops while you're at it.
There you go.
We used to chew cough drops in high school like we were doing something naughty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, they would let us have those.
All right, we lost one Grumpus.
Okay.
Grumpus killed the live connection.
Live.
He killed the one that he could kill.
Yeah,
Right.
this is crazy.
Evie Mux is a little bit crazy. I wonder how that happened.
What was he trying to do? He just
He
There
wasn't.
he is.
There you
Hey,
are. Oh my goodness! What did you do to fix it?
even the blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
How did you fix it?
I just opened up a new. I shut down Chrome and opened up a new Chrome,
Okay.
Wow.
and somehow that worked.
Okay.
So we're all here now. What was the original question?
Who knows?
I'm gonna have to start all over. I've lost my train of thought.
I know. I don't know what we were told.
And I don't think the chat's gonna help any.
I do know Crafty
Did we
Wit.
lose the chat? Oh,
Uh,
it's still here.
Can you tell how many people watching? Oh, 4 people watching.
I'm showing 9.
Oh, let me refresh.
Is there a up there at the top
9.
left? Is there a YouTube symbol and a 9 next to it?
It is on the YouTube side, not on here.
Yeah, not on here.
Okay.
It just is live on the top corner.
Yeah, and how long you've been live.
Okay. So back to EV Mux. Was that what we were talking about?
I think so.
Possibly
Have you played with it, Simon?
a little bit, but it was just a free one, right? And I haven't really messed with it yet. In fact,
I used the free one for a couple of months.
Mhm.
I mean, just a few times, and it's very heavily watermarked.
yes,
So the cheapest thing they had was, I mean, 19 something a month if you go by a year, or $25 a month. That's what I'm doing.
Hmm.
But it lets you do pro scenes where you can lay the stuff out the way you want it, kind of like OBS. You can make your windows, put them where you want them, do overlays, all that kind of stuff.
right.
So it's a lot more flexible than Restream or StreamYard.
I have a friend who uses Restream, and the more I
What's up, Bill?
participate with her on
I
Restream,
mentioned the love.
I don't care for that platform so much.
Yeah, we used it a couple of times.
Yeah.
It didn't have the flexibility I wanted, and it was still 720.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was, I mean, that's what made me
Deal breaker for
EV
me.
Mux and try to stick it out and learn it, because I liked the way it looked.
Right, right.
Because you're using the Charlotte, are you using the 920, or are you using the laptop camera?
the laptop camera today.
It's a very good picture.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very
Glad.
bright.
I'm really glad.
Yeah, this is my laptop. My webcam is back there. It's turned off. My ring light's on, but my camera's off.
So, what camera are you using, Simon?
The one built into my MacBook Pro.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I
Well,
want
you
to
and
get a
Charlotte's
MacBook
probably got the
Pro.
same lens.
Probably.
Do you have a MacBook, Charlotte?
I just got it for Mother's Day. My son sent it to
Oh.
me.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe that?
I still haven't gotten over it.
Oh,
Me
nice.
either.
Oh, so you're able to do things.
Grumpus feels as though I'm a traitor now.
I just feel so betrayed.
I love my iPhones. I'm on my third iPhone.
You're able to do this, huh?
Oh, see,
What is
look,
that?
Simon is just
Look at
flexing.
this.
Look at you. Teach me how to do
Yeah.
that, Simon.
Okay, if you get your mouse and scroll up to the very top of your screen, there's a little green button, the camera button.
Yeah.
Click on that. Open it where it says reactions.
Yeah.
Open that, and you can click on those.
Shut up.
Oh, you created a monster.
Fine, I'll shut up. But you can do this. One of these is thumbs up and thumbs down. It'll work.
Oh,
You can do double.
Martha, we've lost her. We've lost her now.
You know what? Let me make sure that turned on. There we go.
I'm gonna go get my rave lights and put them on my fingers.
I was gonna say, no, my gosh, it's moving the curtain.
Thumbs up.
Oh, you got fireworks?
Yeah.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
You can do a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Oh, I like that one.
That is so cool.
The
Oh,
heart.
balloons.
The hearts.
Oh, the balloons are cool.
That is so cool.
And then there's a laser, I think.
Storm. Oh,
Yeah, lasers.
thank you, Simon. Thank you. Who knew?
If you click on portrait, it'll blur your background.
Portrait.
The very top on the same little box,
Oh, look at that. I can really blur it.
and then the
That's
studio.
right, Steve. We lost her.
Look, the studio light. You can do
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What do I do with that?
See, that makes you look like you got a lot better camera.
Yeah.
That's how I have mine on with the studio light on.
Do you have it on really high or really low? I can't see a difference, to be honest with you.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice there was a scroll bar there.
Yeah.
I have it on the far left side.
Far left. Oh, okay.
So
How's that?
I like it.
that
Okay.
looks good.
Okay. And then, hang on. Let me look at this center stage. What is that? Oh no, I don't need that. Oh my gosh, how do I get rid of it?
Go click back on it.
I just click on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, geez, it's still there. Crap.
What is it? What is it?
Okay, got it.
It zoomed in on her.
Oh,
Okay, so background.
Well, center stage means it follows you, right?
I don't know.
Put it back on center stage and move around, see if it follows you.
What do I do?
So I need to update my laptop because I don't have that option yet.
Oh, look.
Your background, yeah. It's just,
Ah,
that's how I have this.
oh.
how cool is
It's
that?
just the graphic I have, so I changed it to my background.
So you can upload your graphic into.
You go into your photos where your photos are at.
I see that, and
Yeah.
then just upload whatever you.
Yeah.
You can
Oh
do it.
my
You
goodness!
can do it without a green screen.
Correct.
I like it.
Sounds
What
like
is this? What is that?
you're out in the country somewhere.
It looks like a ditch.
Let me just let the chat know Charlotte will be live every night this week.
Stop. it. Okay, so
And Charlotte is no longer with us. She'll be on the new stream.
I'm just playing around with it. Darn it. Okay, now what? Okay. Oh, I don't like that. Ew, that's. Ew.
What's with the people working out, Grumpus?
My Damn background shows up with an ad once in a while.
Remember that time when I came up with somebody coming out of the bathroom or something, opening up the door?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yep, that happened one night.
my
Oh my
goodness. That's crazy. Who knew? I had no idea you could do all this. Uh-oh.
I'm surprised I've gotten away with this, Simon, because I'm running YouTube channel behind me,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I'm surprised I haven't got a dink for it.
don't know.
Where is
I'm
it?
not playing any music off of it.
Yeah,
Right. There. What are you doing, son? Will you get me some tea?
so I just realized I have a flat. Oh, this is flat.
Well, thank you for showing me that, Simon. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. But you can do hand gestures and they'll trigger. Look, see?
What?
Oh, I know. But he did the thumbs up. Oh.
Oh, this one thumb.
See?
Oh my goodness. Okay. And I can do this.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, look.
That's so cool.
Double thumbs up is confetti, I think.
We'll never get her back, Marcel.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh.
I'm for.
Backward.
Oh, it's the fireworks. Okay. I'm getting
Sit in the center.
Get in front of you, right in front of you. There you go.
Oh, there I am. Yeah, there's a look at that. Look at that. So cool.
And then this is lasers.
Lasers.
With 2 hands.
Two. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm hypnotized.
What is the other one?
What's
Do the balloons. Do the
storm?
balloons. Do the balloons.
Balloons is this, I think. That's confetti.
That's confetti.
Nope. Oh, this. Nope.
People think you both are deaf.
Balloons.
Maybe you have to sing happy birthday.
No. Trigger. So it's not this. It's not this. This. No.
How about just one thumb?
No, one time it's just a thumb.
That's the light thing. Yeah.
Y'all both had the balloons.
Yeah. Well, we did it up here on
I
the.
did it earlier. I forgot. It'll come to me. Yeah, this is the hearts.
balloons. Ta-da!
Oh, what'd you do just now?
I just hit it up.
Yeah, we have buttons. You can just trigger
Tab. I used the tab. That is cool. That is cool.
but there's a reaction for the.
I
Yeah.
wonder what
Yeah.
makes that
Here-
cloud
here we
come
go.
up. That's funny.
What if we flip it the bird? I'm not doing that on Grumpus' channel. I won't do that.
Yeah. Head,
Before I
shoulders,
get on
knees,
my
and
own
toes.
Yeah, that was neat. That's neat.
Well, it does a pretty good job of blocking the background.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier, I guess I was too far back, and it was like I was going consumed by the background.
I wonder what would happen if I pulled up. Oh, look, you can see it. Okay. Let's see about this one. It's the same color. That's why I'm wondering. You know, it's got similar colors in it.
But if you hold it back behind you, I bet it disappears.
Let's see.
No, it didn't.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's pretty good.
That is really cool. Okay. Well, you know, I need to take a picture and make a background.
There you go.
And you made that graphic, Simon, behind you from what?
It's a program called Procreate.
Okay.
and it's a graphics software. I made my logo. I made both of my logos.
Right. Right.
Charlotte, you can use the same logo you use on your channel.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have that picture, you just put it behind you.
I have it, but it's on my other computer. I'll just have to email it to myself.
Right.
hmm I like that picture, actually. I had a friend of mine make it for me.
Okay, so peace sign. It's just a peace sign.
Oh, the peace sign?
Yeah, might just have to straighten it up, straight up and down.
Okay.
Oh, guys, I think you gotta see your whole hand. So go up. There you go. Oh, that's me.
That's you.
Yeah, one. Yeah, I think it's gotta see your whole hand.
My
There.
whole hand. Maybe it needs to be wider.
I think yours. It works for me. I don't know.
You need to do this.
Mine is handicapped. Oh, I know why. I
Turn it
turned
off.
it off somehow.
Okay. There you go.
There.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I guess if you click on it on the green button, it'll
Yeah,
turn off.
turn it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It's got a little slider, so you can turn it on and off. So
I see. That is so stinking cool.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Simon. Now I can put my
I know. I'm trying. Nothing's happening over here. I'm very unappreciative.
we're special, that's why.
I know.
Steve will say, "Charlotte, flip me the double bird."
Let's see what happens if I crack my knuckles.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Arthritis?
Yeah, eventually, right?
What's
I probably already have that. I've been having wrist problems too.
have you? Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I have to go get it checked out. I think I just have like muscle knots in my arms.
Oh yeah.
Could be from carrying a 30-pound puppy.
Could be.
hmm
Is that how much he weighs already?
25. 20. He was 25.
Gonna be a big boy.
Yeah, he's only 16 weeks old.
It's a baby.
Yeah, but he's bigger than my full-size dog. We found out this puppy we adopted from the shelter, they had told us that they thought he was Australian Shepherd and Lab mix, and it turns out he's half Great Dane.
You know what? They told you that just so you'd bring it home. Nobody brings home a Great Dane on purpose from a shelter.
Aw. He's so sweet, though. He's so sweet. I just love him. I just keep waiting I just want to make him a bowl of oatmeal and tuck him in bed. It's like I've got a 7-year-old child back in my house when he stands on his hind legs.
I do not.
That's now. By next week, he's going to be like 10. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait till he's a teenager.
Oh, my word. His feet are still ginormous.
Are they?
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. When we
Yeah.
had our Great Dane, it was a chore.
Yeah. Was he stubborn dog? The stubborn?
She was a great dog. No, she was great. She was just young, and yeah, she was just young. Teenagery.
Yeah.
But she would have ended up fine. We just we didn't have a fence around our yard at the time,
Yeah.
and I was really terrified that she would run off. And I took her outside on the leash every day, but it was getting to where she was pulling my shoulder really
Mhm.
bad. And I told my husband, I said, I don't think I can do this. And you guys aren't here all day. I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
So we found her another person who absolutely adores her and sends me pictures of her now and then. So
See, that's why I'm going to take him and get him like properly trained with like I can get like, I've already got him sitting. I've got him where he can kennel up. I've got him to where he can calm down. He listens to me. I mean, I say pups and they come running to the fence. I mean, they know basic things. He's very teachable.
right.
But as I said earlier, I've never had a dog quite this big. I'm only 5'1". I'm not a big
Yeah, me
lady.
too. So I get that.
Could drag me down the sidewalk, you know.
My dog's head came up to just under the boobage.
Oh
That's how
wow.
big she was. She was enormous. And she
Yeah.
weighed, I don't even remember how much she weighed. She broke 100 pounds somewhere around 6 or 7 months. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
How much
But
do they eat?
A lot.
see,
Uh,
right now is a 16-week-old puppy. I'm feeding him 4 cups of puppy kibble a day,
Wow.
plus
doing
like
the
a million, plus like a million treats.
treats. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and
Well,
I
when
use
they're
the
young like that, they're growing so fast, they need that.
yeah.
Are
My
you buying large breed dog food?
I'm just doing the pedigree, but I was actually when we figured all this out about him, like
Hmm.
really, we had our suspicions weeks and weeks ago when the vet looked at him and said, "Oh yeah, no, he's definitely mixed with a Great Dane." Um, my friend Tracy, my BFF, who I've known for coming up on 30 years, her
Yeah.
parents in Michigan actually train um, um, not rescue dogs, but service dogs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so they know a lot about dogs. And she said, well, a dog that big, she goes, he needs extra vitamins. She said, so if you're feeding him like regular puppy kibble, you need to go get him some, vitamin supplements. And
Oh,
so, um, we're going to take care of him. I'm happy to
sure.
have him. He's the sweetest big boy. I sit down on the ground and this dog just comes and drapes himself over my lap. He just wants to,
Oh, well,
he
that's the
just,
way. I don't know how much Dane personality he's got, but Great Danes are, they call them gentle giants for a reason. They
yeah.
want to be lap dogs. They want to love you and they want you to love them right back. And they are so wonderful.
Oh
Um,
my gosh. I kiss his forehead every day, and every time I kiss his forehead, he just freaks out. He loves it.
oh, that's so nice.
my puppy eats in the entire day it's about a cup and a half of kibble.
Hmm.
But he's a Chihuahua mix. Kind
Oh,
of
he's so sweet. Man, I love my dogs. I just love them.
Single
Um,
family adopted them. They had twin children. Oh,
a shelter had a bonded pair of Saint Bernards. Woo,
mm-mm-mm.
that's a drooly dog. That's um, Beethoven.
Yeah.
They're beautiful dogs, though.
My brother used to have a Saint Bernard, and they named him Doof. That's food spelled backwards. But unfortunately, they don't live a long time, and neither Marcel, neither do Danes.
Oh no!
Warning you ahead of time.
Like, I mean, like,
Nine,
I haven't done a lot of research on it.
9 or 10 years at the most for
Yeah, a
Danes.
lot of the bigger breeds, the bigger they get, the shorter the lifespan
Yeah,
is.
if you
But
get 9 years, you'll be very blessed.
that means mine's gonna live forever because he's a tiny little brat.
You have a
well,
Chihuahua, don't you?
Yeah,
That's my have a Chihuahua mix.
yeah, he's a mix. But everybody keeps telling me he's like part Shar because he's all wrinkled.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh, Shar are good dogs too. They're so sweet.
This dog will never die. This is the dog that won't die. Period.
Um, yeah. So I've been looking at a couple of obedient schools, and
Hmm.
I'm actually going to call them Monday and get appointments set up to start taking him over there because just because of his sheer size, I really do need him to kind of really respond
Hey,
to
yeah,
commands.
exactly.
Um, but it's crazy. I've never had a dog that's going to be quite this big.
You're gonna love him
Oh
so
my gosh.
much.
How big is he now?
He's a snuggle bug.
How big is he now?
He, I mean, I don't know his height, but like he's 25 pounds and really long legs and ginormous feet.
Is he at your waist or higher?
Not yet. He is probably maybe mid thigh for me, but I'm 5'1", so I
Hmm.
mean,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, her inseam is like 27, 28 inches, right? That's what mine is, 27.
yeah. Charlotte and I are like the same height.
Yeah. And I have little pterodactyl arms.
And by the time you meet Emery, maybe later this summer, she might be patting us both on the head and say, "Hi, mom. Hi, mom's friend.
Right, right.
Make me a peanut butter sandwich."
I will tell her, I don't make sandwiches. I eat sandwiches.
Yeah, she's gonna be calling me Shorty. She's gonna be mean. She's gonna be a mean, just short mom.
Is Evan tall?
What's that?
Is Evan tall?
Evan's 6'1".
Oh, wow. See, now
Yeah.
my ex-husband, the father of my oldest boy, was 6'1", is still 6'1". And he got all of my short jeans. My son, if he's 5'7", I'll eat his shoes. I don't. He's between 5'6" and 5'7", and yeah, poor kid.
Yeah,
And
see, Jared has a different dad. Like my ex-husband, his biological dad, but I do believe Jared is somewhere between 5'7", 5'8". So he's a good average size guy.
Right.
Um,
Well, I'll tell you this. We just took Murphy to the doctor the other day, and my son Murphy has always been really skinny and really small, smaller than all the kids in his class, and he still pretty much is. But he weighs. Wait, let me see. Hang on, I got this right here because it has to go to Scouts on Tuesday. He's 66 inches tall now.
wow.
5'6", and he weighs 107 pounds. He has finally broken the 100-pound barrier. And he'll be 17 in December.
Wow, that's great. He's hitting his spurt. I bet this summer. Jared, how old's Murphy now?
16 and a half ish.
See, when Jared was 16, he almost grew 3 inches in one summer.
Oh,
Like he
wow.
sprouted. He sprouted.
I hope Murphy does.
And then it slowed for him after that.
Mm-hmm.
It probably will for Murphy. I mean, when I graduated, I was only 115 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I graduated high school, I
17.
wasn't even 100 pounds. I was like 95.
I was 89.
Yeah.
I've always been a big boy.
Was that me?
No, that was me.
Don't know.
Oh, okay.
Got an email.
I
Yeah.
haven't touched anything.
Y'all, I've become addicted to these Great Value dried pineapples.
Mm.
They are so good. Now, you can eat too many. Trust me on that.
Man, I bet you could soak that in an old fashioned and be
Oh
excellent.
my gosh. Shut your mouth. That would be so good. Oh my gosh.
They want those suckers on a
Oh my gosh.
margarita.
That.
Put that on a
You
margarita.
should. I'm on full report.
Oh, that's such a good idea. All right. Next
I'll be
week.
right back. I'll be right back.
She's
gonna
gonna
give you
fix her an old fashioned.
All I need is one. I don't need a whole bottle.
Yeah.
No, that's right. That's right. Just get a big glass.
Yeah, no. I'll get a small glass. No more drinking for me.
Get one of these.
Get one of the.
A tumbler is still a glass as long as it only got one ice cube in it.
Or we're actually speaking one. We're getting one of these.
Yeah, that's what I use.
I think this is like. I think this is 30 ouncer.
I wanted to bring my favorite daughter over to say hello.
Hello, beautiful.
There she is.
How are you?
Yeah, me and Emery, we go way back.
Oh yeah,
A
they've
lot.
been watching. Emery's been on YouTube with me since she's about 7.
Yeah.
You remember when she couldn't see over the counter?
She's
Yeah.
about this big.
Yeah, when she was trying to destroy my little whisk in the lemonade video. I had to snatch it out of her hand, and then I had to like cover it up with a funny thing and be like, the whisk was in danger, y'all, because I knew somebody was going to come and be like, "You're an abusive mother."
What?
Well, we were making, I don't even remember. Oh no, we were making lemon muffins, and I had this tiny little teal whisk,
Mm-hmm.
and we were making the glaze for these lemon muffins,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I set it down, and I don't remember exactly, but it was she grabbed it somehow, and she was like manhandling it and like trying to pull the whisk apart. Like if I was doing something else, and on camera, I reached over like, here's my nail polish, right? Like here's the whisk, and she was like, no, let me destroy this. I'm 7 and I'm maniacal, and she was like, and then I just went like this. I went whoosh, like this, and like ripped it out of the thing. And then I realized I was like, dang it, I did that on camera. And so it was like, I had to put
Leave
on
it
there,
in.
y'all, the whisk was in danger.
Whisks aren't safe.
Not from the 7-year-old. And then we did another one, a Halloween video, which is on my channel, where I was making these candy loaded brownies.
I kept
And
eating
she
the
was
candy.
8 years old. It was the last video she made with me for a long time, because I had like a troll come on and like totally misinterpret something I said in another video. And this person didn't just stop at my YouTube channel. They emailed me and they went to my blog and started making comments.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, okay, no more children in the video, maybe cameos and lives, because
Right.
this is crazy. And but in that video where I was making the chocolate brownies with the candy, I realized after I made the video, all the candy I was trying to put on the brownie, this little 8-year-old person was over there stuffing all this candy into her mouth, like on camera. And by the end of the video, she was like, like, he was like a goblin. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, come here, child. Lord have mercy.
That's
And then I went back and watched the video, and like every time I was like, okay, and she, then you're gonna put this here and do this here, and now you can do this. And she was like all the candy. She was absolutely wired by the end of that video.
It's still the same way, but with Pepsi now.
Gosh, Steve, I hate to hear that, because I sure would hope I don't develop an allergy to pineapples. I love them.
Yeah, pineapple's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Pineapple and mangoes.
Oh, mangoes. Oh my goodness. So I made a mango nata for my son the other day.
Ooh.
It was delicious. Y'all, I was so tickled with myself. I really was. So
All
now
right.
he wants me to just make him some mango sorbet.
Yeah.
I'm going to put mango and some sugar and some lemon juice or lime juice. I don't know yet. I got both. And then I'm going to put condensed milk in there and put it in the, the food processor, and then just pour it in and let it freeze. Pour it in the container and let it freeze.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but
It's really good though.
You'll make a video?
I don't know. Maybe I will.
You should.
I think you
Okay.
should.
Okay. He said he wasn't crazy about the chamoya. Is that how you say it? Chamoya?
Chamoy.
Chamoy.
Mhm.
He wasn't crazy about that, but that's why he wants me to make it without it, basically, and just freeze it. So yeah. I thought maybe I would try to make one with blueberries. Not the
Right in there.
not the mango nata, but tahine. Yes, I got that too. Yeah. I love tahine. Oh, so good.
I bought it because I bought a watermelon, so I've been sprinkling that on my watermelon.
Ooh, that's delicious. Oh my goodness. I like it on avocado.
Really?
We can name our next pet RC.
All right, I gotta go to bed, guys. See y'all.
All
The
right.
next one is
Bye,
Super
Simon.
Hunter.
Take care.
Thanks for
Bye,
popping up, Simon.
Yeah. All
Hey,
right.
it's good to see you, Simon.
You too. I don't know how to leave. Do I
You
just-
say bye? I know. I don't know how to leave from this one either.
Top right corner, there's an arrow. Just
Yeah.
click it and say log out.
Got it. Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Good
Bye.
to see you.
Bye.
He's
Oh,
so fun. He's
He is. I'm still looking for that arrow, because when what happened to Charlotte? Oh,
no. Where'd I go?
what
I
happened?
know.
I don't know where I went. Oh my goodness.
Went to the back rooms.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
log out.
The next cat we get that's super hyper, we're naming it RC.
We went to this little locally owned toy store
Mhm.
like earlier this week. I didn't even know it existed. It's like in somebody's garage in the back of their house. And this guy,
Oh, wow.
I never made the short video. They had Motley Crue dolls, like Motley Crue action figures.
Why?
Why the hell did nobody ever buy me those in my life? I used to want to marry Vince Neil. Like, I didn't even know they made those.
I think you should buy yourself one.
So So this she's going through a Transformers phase where she's obsessed with Transformers, and she found this girl Transformer, and she used her birthday/Christmas money to buy it.
Name's RC.
Fun.
RC. Yeah, so she's got a whole collection working right now.
I'll go
That's
get the
great.
Now you guys are gonna get the
You get to
visuals.
see the whole thing now.
Yeah, I'm saying she's gonna bring it out there. Yeah, I actually this guy was so cool, and I did not know they had Motley Crue action figures, and I was like, what? What are those? And so I like filmed this little section of him he had hanging on the wall, and then he brings me over to the other side of this little space, and he goes, "Did you ever see these?" And it was Vince Neil, Tommy Lee, Mick Mars, and Nikki Sixx, and they had their guitars, their bass, and like drums, all this stuff, like action figures with props. And he brought it down, and I was like, "What?" No,
Oh my!
really. And so I took a video of all this stuff, but he wanted like $150 for each one.
Ow!
One?
I said that my time of being obsessed with these weirdo men has passed, but I'm content with the video. But that's really cool.
Yeah, it
I'm going
is.
back for the rest of those Transformers. I'm going back for Grimlock.
Yeah. So she found this one.
Oh, cool.
It has a cape and everything.
He has a throne too, but I'm
A
not
throne.
getting that out right now.
Yeah.
Give me back Diva. Give me back the Diva.
But yeah. So I don't know. We're just taking it easy this summer. She's going to do a week-long art camp at a art store here in July.
Oh,
And then
that's
I
cool.
think she wants to do some swimming lessons. She kind of needs to. She's never really like learned to formally swim. Like she can, swim on her own. Like she's good.
I never
You
said
know.
I wanted to. I'm joining unwillingly.
Okay, whatever you did. And so, but anyhow, she. I think we're going to do that. Where maybe she can learn some real like strokes.
Yeah, yeah. I have a friend who lives in the next neighborhood over where I used to live, and her kids didn't know how to swim at all, and she stuck her daughter on a swim team.
Oh,
She learned really fast how to swim,
I'll bet.
that's really cool.
and she did real well. But now she's in the band and she plays the flute.
Oh, there you go. That works.
I would not pick a flute, but that's just me. I
That's
would.
what, that's what I played. I lettered in band.
Did you?
Yeah, and I played the flute 6th through 12th grade.
I would have played the saxophone.
Oh, I was really scrawny and little, and the flute just seemed like a natural pick because it was small and light.
Or see, we had an orchestra too, so I think it would have been between the saxophone and the cello.
The cello, like any kind of like like a string instrument like that would have been cool.
Mhm.
But I wanted to do the clarinet, but I have like a weird aversion with like
Reeds.
wood. It like even popsicle sticks or something like that. It triggers my gag reflex.
Oh,
I couldn't do the wooden reeds that you have to do with the clarinets, and that's yeah.
oh, Jane Doe played flute and piccolo.
Oh, cool.
I
Yeah.
agree, Steve. I agree. Mangoes would be an exceptional alternative to pineapple, but ooh, that would have been tough. Tough.
Yeah, I can't stand even when you go to the doctor and they'd have to check the back of your throat or something with the sticks. The texture of the wood in my mouth, I can't do it. I'm not an ice cream on a stick person.
I love fudge sickles.
Well, I do that too, but I just kind of the end where we get close to the stick, I kind of scrape it off with a spoon.
I go sideways with it.
Oh,
I can't keep fudge sickles in the house. Vicky will destroy a box in 2 evenings.
Oh yeah.
She knows they're out there.
when we were all sitting together the other day, that's what we were talking about, her sweet tooth. She went back and they had these like homemade raspberry lemon streusel cupcakes they had made, or muffins.
Yum.
And she got 2 for herself, and then she came back and she was like, "Would you like a muffin?" And I was like, no, I think I'm okay. And she was like, I'm going to go get you a muffin. She was like, that's
And then,
not the right answer.
and then she got her a third one.
Yeah. Did she really? I didn't see that. That was so
That's
funny.
why she
Yeah.
went and got you one, so she get her
So
one
she could
too.
have another
Yeah.
one.
And then we were getting ready to leave, and she had eaten her desserts plural, and she goes, I just realized I didn't even offer you a bite to him.
She never does.
Does she always realize that after the fact?
If I'd have reached for that cupcake, I'd have come
She'd have
back
had
like
your-
this.
Dude, you would come back without a hand. Look.
Yeah.
And she would push her dinner plate aside to get the dessert.
Oh yeah.
Life's too short, baby. Eat that dessert first.
That's
I
what
would.
Wesley says too. Wesley
Mhm.
says the same thing. He says, what if I choke on my dinner?
Yeah. I'm far less likely to choke on this piece of cake.
Right. Or
know?
cheesecake or whatever.
What, like, if you had to pick favorite dessert, like, not just generalizing, cake, cheesecake, ice cream, cookies, like, what would be your favorite?
Pie.
Yeah, see, I like pie too. My
I
kids,
I don't care for cake, but I'll eat pie.
I'm not
I love.
a fan.
Um,
It was a I was thinking and I was delaying my response because I was trying to figure out if it would be a brownie with ice cream on top or a
mm,
Now, if I'm out at a restaurant, I'm gonna have creme brulee.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or
But as
banana
far as
pudding.
buying things to bring home and eat, I hardly ever buy cake.
Right.
yeah, see, I love cake. I've always been a cake person. I do. I love cake, and I love pie, certain kind. I love cobblers. Like my
Oh.
mom, I grew up eating my mom's peach cobbler. It was what they call the dump cake now, which was the
Mhm.
canned pie filling with the cake mix and the pats of butter.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That
yeah.
was one of my mom's favorite desserts to make growing up, and I still associate that with her. And I still love that. Like my mouth is watering now. Like I'm thinking about it. Like, damn, I need to make one tomorrow.
Yeah.
I love peach with blueberry cobbler.
Yeah, I've
Or-
made that too. Peach and
Oh.
blueberry cobbler. Yeah.
I love lemon pound cake. I love lemon bars. I love
Ooh, love it.
blueberry anything. Blueberries are my jam.
Yeah.
Blueberries are my jam.
Vicky's
Blueberry.
favorite, I think.
I'm telling you, that ice cream we had at that place where, and they had like a million like random flavors, like the combinations I never would have thought belonged in ice cream.
Right.
But when I saw blueberry cobbler with the blueberry pie filling swirl and the sugar pieces, I was like, that's got to be a slam dunk, and it was. It was so good.
Marcel, have you tried the Bluebell root beer float?
No, I have not.
Very good.
What kind of wait. Oh,
Bluebell ice cream. They've got a
oh,
root beer
we did
float.
try that. Yeah.
Oh, and Steve, I saw your comment earlier where you asked if we knew what the other part of Tiger is, and I don't know. They were so wrong on the first of it. I mean, it could be lab. Um, I don't know, but definitely the Great Dane half of him is becoming more and more. I mean, like obvious.
Yeah. How long is his tail?
It's pretty long. Yeah, I'll take a video of him tomorrow and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Um,
His that was a weapon. Our Great Dane's name was Pearl.
oh,
And
I
she
love
was a blue merle Great Dane. She was beautiful. And her tail would just swing. I mean, because it was like this long,
Like a
and
whip.
it would just swing. And when it hit you, it was like, childhood terrible traumatic memories. Just
like like mom trying to brush your hair,
yeah, there you go. Be still, whack.
brush your eyes and your nose and your cheeks. And
Oh man.
my mom used to have the death grip on my hair, and she like a book. Like she would do that. She didn't want a hair loose.
I did that with my girls too. Want a hair loose. Of course, I gotta find something here in a minute. I'll find it.
Well, I had three sisters, and my mom would do all their hair on Saturday night before church on Sunday,
Yeah.
and they would rush over to get their hair taken care of because the one at the very end, mom had no patience at that point.
She was done.
She didn't have to beg any of them.
Oh
Nobody
my
wanted to be last.
Mm-mm.
I just remember my mom swinging that brush, and she wouldn't mean to do it, but she would get me like lower in my face and just.
My kids accuse me of that too. I swear it never happened.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't know what you're talking about, honey. I never did that.
No, I'd say your head got in the way.
Right. Or
You must have moved.
Yeah.
apparently I've burned all of the girls with a curling iron before. Pfft. Man.
It's easy to do. I've done that before.
Well, I told them if you'd be still, it wouldn't happen. Quit moving. And it's so funny when the older ones were little and they were being cantankerous, I would just grab them by their ponytail. I didn't pull it. I would just hold on to it. And they're like, let me go. Quit pulling my hair. I'm like, I'm not pulling it. You are, ding-a-ling. Now stand up
you're,
when I told you to.
you're fighting me.
Right? Ugh. Kids. Kids. They're awful.
Well, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I feel my eyes starting to go cross-eyed.
I thought
Um,
Grumpus was going to fall asleep on us a little bit earlier.
well, he finally found his way back
Did I
from.
fall asleep and reboot my computer?
He was checking for cracks. Seriously.
He found his way back. He found his way back from the Matrix.
Right? Oh,
Well, thanks for jumping up, Marcel.
yeah.
Yes, thanks for
It was
having
good
me.
meeting you in person Saturday.
Fun.
Absolutely. No, we have to do this again. I told Charlotte. I was telling Emery. I said maybe this summer, since things are a little different for us right now, maybe she and I could take a road trip to Mississippi to meet Charlotte.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That'd be about an 9 hour trip, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I looked it up, and from where I'm at in Central Texas, it's about 8 hours.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's I want to say it's close, almost 7 hours from my house to New Orleans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you're about an hour past that, aren't you, Charlotte? Hour and a half?
Yeah. Depending on New Orleans traffic, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
I live in the middle of everywhere but nowhere.
Yeah, that's me too. Where we were at, like I'm between San Antonio and Austin and San Marcos.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing.
Well, we was getting ready to leave last Friday night. Vicky said, well, how long is it going to take to get there? And I said, about 3 hours, maybe 3.5. She said, oh, no way. And I said, it takes us an hour to get to I-10.
Y'all can hear Tiger's dreaming right now.
I hear him. He's yelping.
Yeah, he's playing in his mind.
God, that's funny.
He's
That's
sleeping
why
in his
it's
back
an
right now.
hour, Grumpus, because you're so far away from I-10.
Yeah, because I got to drive all the way around the new loop.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's right at an hour to get around.
Oh, wow.
And the loop is only one exit away from me. I mean, it takes me 5 minutes to get to 45, and I get on 45 north and get off the next exit,
Right.
and I'm on the loop. So all that driving's on the loop.
Huh. Well, I am about 15 to 20 minutes from the interstate. So, of course, south of the interstate.
I've been to Gulfport.
Have you?
Yeah. I think it was before I met you.
Oh, yeah, probably.
But I I had a couple of reels I had to take over there,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when Corey was still living with us. So
Mm-hmm.
I threw him in a truck with me. We went over there on a Saturday and dropped that thing off because they needed it in a hurry.
Right.
And we'd made a mistake on the reel,
Uh-huh.
so
Oh no.
I threw a couple in the back of the car and just went over there and done it.
Okay.
They were just not too far off the water. I can't remember the customer's name.
Everything here is not far from the water. Because if you go, like, if you're on 49, which is the main road going through Gulfport,
Mm-hmm.
the main highway.
He's asleep right now, and he's dreaming, and he's wagging his tail.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's wagging his tail in his sleep.
Great, isn't it?
He's dreaming of Simon.
He sleeps on his back.
You only have to go 20 minutes from the water, and you're in the country. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere country.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. I like living here. There's my Julesy.
Oh. Well, all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I'll be in the chat for a little while.
We'll see you soon.
I'm gonna go find some Cheez-Its.
Look, I want to show you something.
Bye,
All right,
guys.
we'll see you, Marcel.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.
It's V when she was a baby.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that adorable?
How did you get her hair to do that?
Oh, that's not her hair. That's a headband that we bought
Oh,
this time.
it looked like hair poked up at the
It
top.
did, didn't it? Well, that's when we had this fascination with Cindy Lou Who on The Grinch. And the next year, she was talking and watching The Grinch with us. And of course, we start watching Christmas movies in like September. And at least we did back then. And she loves Cindy Lou Who. So when I found these little doodads on the headband, I thought, oh my goodness, that looks like Cindy Lou Who. You know, she doesn't have any hair. But that very next year, I turned our entire lit dining room into Whoville. I had the big ornaments hanging from the ceiling. I had all the walls were covered in Christmas wrap. It was kind of cool.
I wouldn't have known who that was if you hadn't have told me.
Well, it's the little girl on the Grinch that was looking for Christmas. Oh,
Is that the Jim Carrey?
yes. And
Well,
this,
I think I saw that movie. Maybe I've just seen clips of it.
I was going to show Marcel. That's how I used to do Violet's hair.
A little bun or a little ponytail.
Yeah.
That's like a
See how
bam
tight
bam,
it is around her face?
like a pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it was so stringy that it just hung. And I always used to pull it back really tight, and I would put barrettes here and in the back, and she'd have that little bun at the top of her head. And that's how I had to send her to school. Well, she was only 3 in this picture. But if I didn't do it that way, it would be all in her face, and then she'd have candy in it, and it was terrible. It was terrible. But boy, she would cry every time. And she didn't scream cry. She would get these little alligator tears. She'd make no noise, and she'd just be sitting there, and tears would be. And I'm like, oh God, don't do that to me. It was terrible. But no, I wanted to show her that because that's exactly what that reminded me of when she said something about pulling the hair back so tight.
Well, back when the mom was doing my sister's hair, they had the little tiny curls with
Oh.
the two bobby pins,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and she'd have them things wound so tight.
Thin curls.
Sister, they'd almost be in tears.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
wow, wow.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to. Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Ah,
Thank you, Chef.
yeah, thanks. I'm sorry. I thought you were leaving us. Oh,
Yeah, and then And then when they got older, she started using those. I guess that was just on my oldest sister. The foam curlers, the little pink
Oh
foam
yeah, the
curlers.
pink ones. Yep, yep, yep. I remember those. You want to see something interesting?
That's when we realized that when Mom dropped a bobby pin, that the TV channel would change. we had we had a TV with a remote. The remote had three buttons,
Okay.
and one would go forward. Let's see. I don't remember. Anyway, there was like a spring in it, so when you clicked it, the spring had a tone, and that's what
Oh,
changed.
and it was the same tone as the bobby
Yeah,
pin hitting
Mom
the
would
floor.
drop a bobby. We'd be watching TV, and she'd drop a bobby pin doing my sister's hair,
Oh,
and that thing would change the channel. Then you had to take the clicker and keep going and going and going because it only went around one way.
one time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, that's funny. So I made this. I crocheted this wig.
Oh
It's
wow!
with hair attached to it,
Now
and I
that's cool.
um for my daughter's friend was in a bad car accident. She nearly died, and they shaved her head because they had to do surgery and take bone
Uh
out,
huh.
all that.
Uh huh.
So I made her that hat so she would look like she had hair, and she was so tickled with it.
I'll bet. So
Um,
this is recent.
2018ish.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Not that recent.
no, yeah, here she is. Well, sorry, Julia, but well, let me get it bigger. This was after she woke up from a coma.
She don't look like she's very old.
She wasn't. She was 14 or 15.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was Violet with all the hair.
Hmm.
We went. We had to drive to Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, every weekend to go visit her because Violet was. She was beside herself. That was her best friend for a long time.
So what'd she think of the hat with the hair on it?
She loved it. She loved it. I ended up cutting a little bit of length off of it because I made it a bit too long, but I did it intentionally to see where she would want the length. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Well, that's a pretty good idea. I've never seen anything like that.
it was a good idea. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I felt bad for her because she didn't have any hair. you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, she was. She ended up being nothing but trouble, but Violet loved her.
So if she lived that far away, how did the girls know each other?
Oh well, she used to live here in Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
They went to the high school together, and then her mom passed away. Her dad passed away a couple of years before we met her, and then the year before we met her, her mom passed away too. So she was living with her aunt and uncle here in Long Beach, and that's how Violet was introduced to her. Was she went to the school here, and then her aunt and uncle moved over to the next city over, and that kind of upset Violet, because they didn't get to go to school together and they weren't in band together anymore. But then, and Julia was a year older than Violet.
Okay.
So maybe she was 15 when the accident happened. Yeah, because Violet was 14. It seems. Anyhow, so when they moved over there, she got herself a little boyfriend, and she snuck away and did some stuff she wasn't supposed to do. And she ended up downtown during the Christmas celebration and tried to cross the highway, the beach, and got hit by a car.
Hmm.
Hit by a illegal immigrant with no insurance, no nothing, hit and run. So she had no recourse, as you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But we didn't know if she was going to live. Truly, in fact, we had a Boy Scout event that night, and Poppy was responsible for bringing, I don't know, some kind of dessert. So he dropped me and Violet off at the no, he dropped me off at the Boy Scout hut so I could help get the food and all prepared and set out. Well, he took Violet and Murphy, or maybe just Violet, to the Walmart to pick up some desserts. Well, on their way out, he said, when they got to me, Wesley said, Charlotte, something bad has happened to somebody really important because there was an ambulance flying down the beach road and there were cops escorting it. And they were right behind the ambulance when they pulled out. And it was her in the back of that ambulance.
Oh no.
But we didn't know it till the next morning. And what I read, I woke up that morning, I got on Facebook because, Facebook was the thing back then. And I'm scrolling and I see this news article that says woman hit by car in Pass Christian, which is where the celebration was. And for the Christmas, whatever they called it, I forget. Christmas in the past, that's what they call it. And I looked at the article and I'm like, well, it says woman. I wonder who it was, And I thought, I bet you that's who Wesley and them saw driving because it was about the same time and all. And then I scrolled a little bit more and her aunt posted that it was Jill. Please pray for my niece. She's at the hospital. She was hit by a car last night. I'm like, oh my God. Violet's sound asleep, has a chorus performance that morning. And I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do I tell her? Do I not tell her? So me and Wesley decided to tell her. And boy, that was a tough day. Because we did not know if she was still alive or not. And finally, Violet was so bent out of shape, I texted the aunt and I said, how is Julia? She said, she's alive right now. I said, okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That was good. And Violet ended up being able to go do her performance. She was a little upset. You could tell she'd been crying, but she was able to do the day and not worry about Julia until,
right.
day knowing her friend was alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, she was in a coma for probably 7 or 8 days. And then, on TV, they always talk about people coming out of a coma, and you see it on TV and it's like they're laying there in the bed and all of a sudden they open their eyes.
Yeah.
They're talking. That is not how comas work. She came out of that coma over days. At first, she couldn't even speak, but she was conscious. She was following people with her eyes. And then she started moving more. And then she started being able to say simple words. And then it was crazy. But she was injured more than just her head. Her entire, she broke her femur, broke some of the bones in the bottom of her leg. She had to have complete knee reconstruction. I mean, it was bad.
I like it.
And you know what's so crazy? Other than being the survivor of a traumatic brain injury, which has its own nuances. I mean, is she 100% recovered? No, she never will be because she had a brain injury. She doesn't have any filter anymore. So she just says whatever she thinks. But physically, the only after effects that she had from after 2 years of recovery is her right foot was a drop foot. She has to wear a brace on her foot underneath her shoe and behind her foot to keep it, from dragging.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was it.
So she just stepped out in front of a car or?
Not paying attention, being a dumb kid. She was with 3 other people. Nobody grabbed her and said no.
Did they catch the guy?
Yeah, they finally caught him the next day. Right down the road from here, headed toward the interstate. That's all I know. In fact, it was right in front of Violet's piano teacher's house. That's where they caught him. Yeah. Oh, wow. But, and he's doing time. I don't know if they deported him yet, but I think the judge said he had to do his time before they deport him.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he
but
should.
little consolation, for what she went through.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's nothing going to pay that back.
Right. She took a helicopter ride from Memorial Hospital over here all the way to Alabama.
Hmm.
The doctors told her parents, or I call them her parents, her aunt and uncle, that if they'd have been 5-10 minutes later, she wouldn't have made it because her brain was about done.
It sounded like she got watered up pretty good.
She did. I will never remember the shock that I felt when I found out it was her. Never. Because, she was such a,
Well, things like that always hit you different when it's somebody you know.
well, and she was like my little project kid because she had been so traumatized from the death of her parents. And I
Hmm.
had taken her under my wing a little bit and tried to mother her to some degree. And so it was tough. It's really tough. But now I don't know where she is. She texts Violet every now and then, but I won't allow her back over here because the last time she spent the night with us, do you remember when Violet ended up in a lot of trouble with her friend
I remember
and
something
had to go to
something
the
like that.
hospital in the middle of the night?
I kind of think I remember something about that.
Well, she won't be. I won't
That was
allow.
her. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Sir. Yeah. I think it was over Thanksgiving. It's either Thanksgiving or Christmas. I forget. Thank you, Captain. Thank you,
Thanks,
Captain.
Russ. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is horrible. But
I mean, that's
life goes on.
yeah.
She actually got kicked out of her own house. I mean, the people that were raising her said, I'm done. Can't do it anymore. It's a shame.
Well, some of us have to learn things the hard way,
Right?
and unfortunately, sometimes it's too late by the time we learn it.
It's funny. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I pretty much had to learn everything the hard way. I wouldn't listen to nobody.
Yeah, I was pretty much hard headed
I was
too.
so much smarter than
Thankfully,
they were.
I didn't, I didn't have to pay the kind of consequences that a lot of people do.
Well, I mean, I consider myself fortunate that it didn't go that far.
Exactly. Exactly. Me too. Yeah. Um,
I mean, I wasn't a bad kid. I
no,
just got into a lot of mischief.
I was just mouthy.
Well, I always been.
I was way too mouthy to live in my dad's house or my ex husband's house. Or,
Yeah, that's an affliction I've had for a long time.
yeah. Yeah, me too. I don't see it going away anytime soon either.
Well, so
I,
far, it hasn't.
honestly, I think I am my father's child because the more I talk to him, the more I realize that we could have, if I'd have been born a boy, we'd have been clones of each other. Truly. And that's scary because I'm glad I wasn't born a man.
Well, I mean,
Been in a
I've
lot
gone
of trouble.
I've gone my whole life trying not to be my dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't mind. I mean, dad has lots of great qualities, but his volatility is not one of them.
But
It's not one of mine either.
as I get older and older and older, things jump out of my mouth, and I'm thinking, "Oh shit."
Whoops. Sorry about that.
No, I know where that came from.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Mm. So, Poppy and Murphy are going on a camping trip at the end of the month.
Another
And
Boy Scout thing.
going to somewhere in northern Alabama. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. Just me and B here, living our life, in peace. It'll be great.
You worried sick the last time they went.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe I can send Violet over to her boyfriend's house or something. Probably not.
How you doing, Misty?
Hey, Misty.
Well, I pretty much had the house to myself today.
Did you?
Uh, my sister has 2 daughters,
Yeah.
and they invited Vicky for a girls' day out. And
How
I guess
fun.
my sister's daughter-in-law. So it was the 4 of them, I guess,
Mhm.
5 of them. So they was gone the whole day. I mean,
Wow.
I mean,
What'd they do?
my sister come over and picked Vicky up at about 8:30 this morning, and she come home almost 7.
Whoa. That's a long day.
you
Ah,
should you should have seen Vicky when she walked in. She
looked like she'd been rode hard and put up wet, huh?
she said, "Well, they were leaving." I said, "So everybody had a good time." She says they wanted to go some other places. And she said, I had to tell you your aunt's getting old. So I guess they dropped her off and they was heading to another place.
Well, don't she
They
go to bed with the chickens anyway?
they went. Well, she would if she could.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she would. I don't know. She may be in bed now, but I'm sure she is. She would go to bed 8 o'clock every night if she
Yeah.
could,
Yeah.
and sleep till 10 the next morning if she could.
What? Really?
Oh, she. I've never met anybody that sleeps as much or wants to sleep that much.
I'm a little jealous. I mean, 8 to 5 would do me really good. You know?
If I get over 4 hours sleep a night, consider myself fortunate.
Poppy's that way.
And I don't need any more than that apparently
That's
because
what
I've been
he
doing
is.
this for 40 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Poppy can run on 4, 5, 6 hours sleep, somewhere in there. Not quite as minimal as you, but
I mean, every night through the week, I hardly ever go to bed before 3. And Vicky wakes me up at 7 every morning.
I don't know how you do it.
I've just always done it. I've
That's
done it for
insane.
years.
Insane. No, not me.
And
Oh,
if I go to bed at midnight, I'll lay there and watch the clock until it clicks over 2:30. I just can't go to sleep.
I want to get your opinion.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
my next project.
Ooh, I'm in. Yes,
Isn't it beautiful?
that is beautiful.
I thought it was so pretty. And it's a Sanka. And I'm so tickled.
Tancho Sanke.
Is that what it is, Sanke?
The Tancho is
Or
the red dot.
Poncho and the Sanke. Okay, you're right. You're right.
Does it have black on it?
Does it have what?
Any black on the body?
Um,
If it don't
I
have black,
think
it's
it
probably
is
not a
trying, so
Sanke.
it would be a uh uh God, what do they call the multicolored ones? Black, orange, and white. What do they call them? Ah,
If it's white with black and red on it, then it's a Sanke.
okay.
And
Well,
then
it looks like you can't really see,
yeah,
but
it's hard
see
to tell.
the,
If it's just white with red on it, then that would be a Kohaku.
there's a whole lot of darkness right here.
I can't tell if that's shadow or
Yeah, I can't either. But I think when I get it all done, I'll be able to tell.
but
But there's a
if it's a white fish with red on it, then it's a Kohaku.
Kawaku. That's right.
Kohaku with a K.
Kohaku. Right?
And then the red dot on the head is a
the
Tancho.
tunch thing.
And that represents the crane in Japan with the red dot on it.
Right, right. I just thought it was so beautiful. And there's water lilies in here too. Up at the top, there's a water
Yeah,
lily
it's
here.
very pretty.
There's a
That
few.
almost looks like a penny, doesn't it?
It almost does, yeah. This one here.
Yep.
Mhm. But I couldn't resist. It even has little bubbles for water. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's gonna be pretty.
And this is my I just finished this one. This was my Memorial Day
Oh yeah.
painting. Oh, it's that stinking background. Hang on.
Now are those completed?
This one is.
Okay.
The other one is not. It's yeah.
Misty, Misty, I'm glad we could help you sleep.
Oh, there. Is that better? Whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That looks good.
I wanted it to just be simple, and I really like this a lot. A lot.
I really like the koi. That looks good.
I do too. They have so many, Grumpus. So many. I might end up buying all of them. You never know. I mean, I can't have a koi pond, so why not, right?
You can put koi in your pond. You got
I can
plenty of
put
room.
koi. What am I going to do with them when they get too big for it?
Well, they won't get too big.
Sure, they will.
If they get too big, they'll jump out.
Harry Carey. Yay. I don't know. I don't know.
I think in the next weekend or two, I'm gonna be draining my ponds and power washing them.
Oh, really?
I've never done that.
Let me ask you something. What do you do with the fish when you do that?
I'm gonna have to get a tub, put them in it. Right
Oh,
now, I don't. Right now, I don't have that many fish, and they're not very big.
right.
Well, I say not very big. They're 8-9 inches already. Wow. But I can put them in a tub with an aerator.
Right, right. For as long as it, I mean, what, a couple of hours maybe?
Oh, it'll take me all day.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what I can do, say I've only got fish in the lower pond. I got 3 bodies of water. So I got the upper spills into the middle, and then the middle spills into the bottom.
Okay.
So the upper and the middle one don't have any fish in it.
Okay.
So I could shut my pump off and drain both of those and clean those
Yes.
first.
While they're still swimming.
And then I could turn around and pull them out.
Right.
And because what I'm wanting to do, I don't know exactly how much water I hold.
Yeah.
I think it's about 2,200 gallons, but I really don't know for sure because I've never checked it.
Right.
So
Well,
this would give me a chance to clean it out. I've never done it since I built the pond.
right.
So it gave me a chance to vacuum the bottom out of it. There's a lot of small gravel,
Sure.
dead snails over the years.
Right.
There's a layer on the bottom that I can't sift them out with a net or anything. But I was thinking I'd just try to get a vacuum down there and hit the bottom. But I think what I'm going to do is just drain the whole thing and then meter and then watch the water meter when I fill it back up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
But you need to know
Sure.
if you ever have to treat the water.
Right. Right.
So I already know I've got 200 gallons in the filters.
All
And
of them.
probably another 75 gallons just in the water lines.
Right. Oh my.
So I think I've been thinking about doing that.
Okay. I lost all of my black moors.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Did they die or get eaten?
Well, they didn't get eaten. I don't think. But I can't find them. But I've got some algae. I think I'm about to get a pressure filter with the UV light in it because my pond is in the sun and getting rid of the algae is nearly impossible all summer long. It's great in the wintertime. It looks amazing.
Are you talking about, do you have green water or just algae on the
Right
sides?
now I've got green water.
Okay.
And I even bought a bigger pump to pump more water, filter it through more. And it's not working. So I want to get a pressure filter. I'll be right back.
All
I'm
right.
about to flood this place.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'll be right back. And you think on it.
Captain Newby, are you talking about an aquarium? So you had a 70-gallon half-round saltwater tank. Is that what you're saying, Russ? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've got freshwater koi pond in my backyard, and I have added to it so many times and changed filters and redone water lines and stuff. I really don't know how many gallons I have. I'm guessing, just eyeballing, about 2,200 gallons.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, are you sure your filter is working, Charlotte?
No.
See,
No.
I think if you got green water, see, my pond's in full sun.
Uh-huh.
I mean, full sun all day long, and my water's not green.
Well, the only filter I have is the bog filter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's clogged.
No, we just cleaned it out. I mean,
How?
like right before we got the fish, we cleaned it out. I mean, completely out.
Okay. What was the water like before you cleaned it?
Just mucky. You know,
Did it get worse after you cleaned it?
the algae did, yeah.
Yes. So you,
But the
if you
muck, no. I mean, I don't know now because I can't see through to the bottom now.
well, if you've got
So I don't know what to do.
if you've added water to it,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe after a rain,
Yeah, we've had a lot of those.
that could cause your water to turn green because you've got nutrients, a
Right.
nutrient-rich water, and the algae is a plant,
Right, and it's thriving off of the nutrients.
and which in that case it's a waiting game because the algae will starve itself out once it runs out of food.
But the fish are going to continue to poop in there and provide food, right?
Not to the extent. I mean, you don't have that many fish in there.
Well, I've got,
You've got a 100-gallon stock tank, right?
yeah, 110. 110.
Okay, but
And
those
then I've got a
fish,
30-gallon filter.
those fish are not pooping that much.
Okay, okay.
I mean, the biggest mistake people make when they have green water
Yeah.
is they change the water.
Well, I haven't done that yet.
And what that does is puts nutrient-rich water back
Right.
and start the cycle all over again. You gotta let Mother Nature take care of it.
So just let it run its
Now,
course.
if you've got a mechanical filter or something that will filter the particulate out of the water, that will help.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I wanted to do because the pressure filter I'm looking at has sponges, and then it has charcoal.
What do you mean a pressure? What do you mean a pressure
I
filter?
don't know exactly what it is, but it's like an. Hang on, let me find one on.
Is it like a container with
Yes,
foam pads and stuff like
yes,
that?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Does
And
it go in the pond or outside the pond?
I'm gonna have it. It goes outside of the pond, and what
Right.
I would do is have it pump into that, and then go through the mechanicals, and then pump out of that into the bog filter, and then back into the pond. Does that make sense?
That'll probably clear it up.
Okay.
You may have to change that. You may have to clean out that filter once a day.
Oh, once a day?
It when I first built my pond, I had about a 12 to 8, maybe it was 18 inches filter that I put down in the pond itself,
Right.
and it had a foam wrap around it.
Okay.
And this is right after I built the pond, full sun. I couldn't even see the fish when they were eating. All I could see was a mouth.
Oh no.
And I would clean that sock twice a day.
Oh.
And I
Yeah.
never could get my water completely clean. because once I pulled the thing up, half of it dripped back in the pond before I
Mm,
could get it out.
mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
when I made my biological filter, that's when I finally cleared things up. And basically, your bog filter is a biological filter.
Exactly. And I've got plants in it, and they're good and alive, and they seem to be thriving. The plants.
Right.
I don't know if I maybe should put some more plants in there.
What do you have? What do you have in it
I
to
have
hold
creep
the
and
plants
Jenny.
down?
I'm sorry.
What do you have? What do you have in it to hold the plants roots in?
Oh, they're cloth, uh, kind of like grow bags, except for the lily, and I just have it sitting in the rocks.
In the filter?
Mm,
Oh, the bog lily.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and it's like tripled in size.
But
It's
it's not like you're not. It's not gravel or anything like that.
no, it's no.
Okay, so how often do you clean that out? That
Oh,
that media out?
not very often at all.
Well, you might before you go out and spend a bunch of money.
But
Try.
we just cleaned it the day the day before the fish got here.
And how many days ago was that?
I don't know, a month maybe.
Well, you might have to do it weekly.
I'm not doing that weekly.
Well, you're going to have.
Do you know how heavy that is? Oh my god.
I guess I'm not visualizing what you have.
Okay, what I have is for the bog filter, I have like a 30-gallon extra heavy duty tote. And I have lava rocks all in it
Okay, you got lava rocks.
with
Okay,
sponge pads and dish scrubbies.
okay,
We're in
okay,
the bottom and the rocks are on the top, and then the plants are on top of that.
okay. So they're planted in the lava rock.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, my guess is that bottom couple of layers is stopped up. And if you buy what you're talking about buying, you're going to have to clean that weekly
That
or
wouldn't be bad because I
every other
can
day.
just empty it, and turn the thing off and pull the sponges out and clean them.
Right.
Dump them in a bucket of water.
So
whatever.
this tub that you have, how does the water get into it? Where does
I have okay. So
the pumps in the
pump
the
is in the
tank?
pond.
Okay.
The air hose goes out and around, and it's in the hose is in the bottom of the bog filter,
Okay.
and the water comes up through, and it just goes back into the pond.
Okay. So it comes up through the media, it comes up through the lava rock,
And then
and then how does it get back to the pond?
I have a PVC pipe that's stuck in the side of the thing,
Uh-huh.
the tote.
Okay.
Then I have these, it's like a bar about as long as my hand of PVC, and it's got holes in the bottom, and
Okay.
it sprays out.
Okay.
And
Trying
it's
to figure out how you can get
round too. It's like this big around.
trying to figure out how we can get to the media easier.
Okay.
If you could you put a divider?
Mm-hmm.
Could you
Between
put
the
it
rock and the media?
vertically?
Yes. Like maybe
Like if you pulled all that media out,
milk crate.
if you yeah, or something like that. If you pulled the media out and it just came in through the lava rock, if it comes straight up through the lava rock and before it spills out, what if you put your media in front of the lava rock?
Oh. Oh, oh,
So
oh,
instead of
oh.
coming through the media and then the lava, what if it went to the lava first? And
And then media.
if you had some kind of a screen or hardware cloth or something that you could push your lava rock back, and then in this void put your media in there.
I could do that.
and let it
I
catch
could get a piece of like radiator.
something that'll keep the lava rock divided
Right.
out.
Divided. Yeah.
That way you can stuff your media in there, and as it gets dirty, you can pull it out,
Pull
rinse
it
it
out,
out,
clean it.
stick it back in there. It'd be a 10-minute fix
That's brilliant. Thank you.
because something is not catching
Right.
algae because
Well,
that
and
algae is a one-celled plant,
yeah.
and something should be snagging it.
Yeah.
So what you have now, I'm guessing that media is stopped up.
Okay.
Water's going around it,
Right. Instead of through it.
coming up through the lava, going right back in there. You're just recirculating water. I don't think you're filtering water.
Okay. I got this. Woo, Poppy's gonna be mad with me this weekend.
Well, he's not going to be too happy with me either.
You can tell him you decided it. I'm gonna tell him I found it on Google. Tell him I found it on Google.
I mean, I had a neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a few doors up.
Mm-hmm.
They put a little pond in, a little precast, little plastic thing they got at Lowe's, and she could not get it cleared up to save her life. I don't know how much money that poor woman spent. And she was at the point she called me and she said, "You can come get this because I'm not dealing with it no more."
Oh my goodness.
She said, "I'm cleaning filters every day. I can't." Well, I said, "Well, before you give up, give me a chance."
Mm-hmm.
I made her a filter out of 2 5-gallon buckets,
Okay.
and her water cleared up in 2 days.
Wait a minute. Explain this 2 5-gallon bucket deal to me.
All right, it's a up. You understand an upflow filter, which is basically what you've got.
Okay.
I could send a sketch to you.
Do that.
Basically, I had one bucket that I drilled holes in the bottom of it.
Okay.
I drilled a big hole in the center that would hold a piece of 3-inch PVC pipe vertically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it went all the way through the bucket.
Okay.
At the end of the 3-inch PVC, I had it full of holes, big holes.
Okay.
I put the bucket inside of another bucket,
Okay.
and then the pipe went all the way through the first bucket to the bottom of the outer bucket.
Okay.
My dirty water goes into the top of that pipe, the tower,
Right.
like the drawing I sent you, only a different shape. Water came down through the top. When it got to the bottom bucket, the water spread out and then started flowing back up through all them holes in the other bucket, and I filled that full of gravel.
Okay.
And then on the side of the bucket, I just had a little PVC fitting, stuck a piece on there long enough that we stuck it on a concrete block,
Mm-hmm.
so it would stick over there and drip back into her pond.
Okay.
And in 2 days, it cleared up. It was 2 5-gallon buckets and a half a bucket of gravel.
And how big was her pond?
Or maybe, I don't know, 60 gallons, 70 gallons, something like that.
So you think that would work for 110 gallons?
It was one of those pre-made.
Mm-hmm,
You can see at Lowe's, so I don't know how many gallons those hold. I don't. They might hold 100 gallons. I don't know.
Right. Russ wants to know, you ever plant asparagus? Yes, Russ.
I have not. Charlotte has.
Expensive veggies. Yes, they are. I planted asparagus when I lived in Virginia. They grow great, and they're worth. If you start an asparagus garden, I'm talking just a 4x4 or 3x3 area. Within 3 to 5 years, you'll have all the asparagus you ever want to eat. Truly, it's a great plant. Love it. I'll try that. I will try that. At this point, I'm willing to try anything, honestly, because it was working great before we cleaned it out. I had clear water. You could see straight to the bottom of it. Now there was muck down there,
Yeah.
but you could see it. You could see down to the bottom.
Okay, can you see this?
Very. Make yourself big,
Let me see if I can. Yeah, let me try that.
and I'll make mine big too.
See the principle?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
You got water comes in from the pond
Yep.
down
Into
in
that
here. That's what
tube.
this is. It's coming in here. It's
Mm-hmm.
going straight to the bottom,
Yep. Through those holes,
comes out, and then it comes up through
and then it
your
ends
media,
up through the media and
and
out
then
that.
overflows into back into the pond.
What kind of media do you think that would be? Should be.
Uh, I've used gravel. I've used stuff called spiral flow, which
Okay.
is like a polycarbonate.
Hmm.
It looks like box strapping.
Right.
You could use sponges. You could use pieces of. I mean, you could go to the fabric store and buy
Tool.
the stuffing like you'd put in pillows or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that. Anything in there that would.
I actually think I have a layer of that in the pond, the bog filter too. A
But
layer.
that might be what stopped up.
It could be.
Basically, you need some way to get in here and
Mm-hmm.
clean this part.
Mm-hmm.
And right
Well,
now
I'd much rather clean out
you've got the part that's going to stop up the soonest, all the way to the
all the
bottom
way
where
to the bottom.
you can't
Mm-hmm.
get to it.
Right. Well, and I would much rather clean out a 5 gallon bucket or two than I would that big 30-gallon tote because
But
there's so much in there. I mean, so much.
but but if you could imagine this on
Mm-hmm.
its side to where you could have like your lava rock over here
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
and
then
then
maybe
stuff your media on the other
on the
side of
other
it
side.
before it goes out.
Mm-hmm.
Or like this drawing here, if all of this was lava rock
Mm-hmm.
and this was your media,
Uh-huh.
when this media stops up, you could pull it out without disturbing the lava
The
rock.
lava rock.
You just need a divider to keep them
Mm-hmm.
apart. And it doesn't have to be divided in the middle. Just pull it back some way where you can stuff some stuff down in there.
Okay.
Because I think that's what the problem is. You've got too much clogging. I don't think the filter's doing anything. I think it's just probably just recirculating.
Yeah. 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 Well, and if the media is clogged up, it's not even absorbing anything. It's full. So it's not doing anything.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Okay. All right. Well, I will get on that this weekend. Hot diggity dog. Fun project. Jeez. Jeez. I don't understand why it worked perfectly before and
It wasn't stopped up then.
no, it wasn't. And I had
So
not cleaned it in like a year.
so you have to ask yourself, what changed?
Mm.
Well, if the filter's doing its job, it should stop up. Right?
True, true. Well, the load of fish changed.
But Charlotte, your fish are small.
That's true.
You got teeny
That other
tiny.
one was big. He was big.
But it's one fish in 100 gallons.
Yes. And now
And
there's
if you've got a 30-gallon filter, that's a third of your pond volume
I
almost.
wanted it to be big.
So that water should be crystal clear.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that the placement of the media is what changed.
And you could always try a different media.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I mean, I've got a product called Spring Flow. I think that's what it's called. And you've seen the strapping they put around boxes. They run the plastic strap around and clip it.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mhm.
looks like that, but it's got dimples on it to increase the surface, and it's made out of a polycarbonate.
Okay.
It's not polystyrene like the
Right.
strapping is.
Hmm.
So I've got that in my 100-gallon filter.
Where do you get it?
I ordered it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I ordered it years and years and years ago, and back then it was, gosh, $60, $70 for a little box.
Ooh.
But it expands. It's like whipped cream in a can. I mean, it just keeps coming and coming and coming.
Okay.
And then on top of that, I have cut up squares, rectangles. Are probably maybe 5 by 6 squares, and what they are is floor polishing pads.
Oh, okay. Like the blue things you stick on the bottom of that machine.
Like the big round,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
pads they polish the school floors with.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, imagine a bunch of those just cut up into pieces,
All right.
and I've got that throwed on top.
Okay.
I've got 2 of these 100-gallon filters I made. So there's 200 gallons worth of filter there. I've only cleaned mine twice in maybe 10 years,
Okay. Okay.
but that's the
Hey,
exception.
Rolfus. Look at there. Rolfus is here.
Hey, Rolfus, how you do it?
Now, Rolfus, you know we never sleep. You should know that by now. How's your brother? How's your mom and them?
Hey, your mom and them, Grumpus said,
How's
hey.
your brother and them? Yeah, I think I will. Let me do some research. I might not do that this weekend, but let me do some research and see if I can't find some of these things. Polishing pad.
Well, see, some of those pads. All right, let me just throw my 2 cents out there.
Okay.
These curlers and pads and brushes and these different things like that, they're made to harbor the bacteria
Right.
to help keep your water clean.
Mm-hmm.
What you have is particulate in the water.
Yes.
So you need it. That's going to go right through these pads. Pads are not going to catch it because they're too small. That's
Oh,
where you need some kind of a like cotton or
yes.
something that you can put down there
Pillows.
to catch it. Even if it was a handful of old T-shirts,
Right.
you could shove down there that will catch those pieces. And then once you get all those pieces out of there,
Then it
then
should
you
be
can
fine.
you can get that media out of the way
Right.
and let the biological part
Take
kick
over.
into gear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're going with chickens. Chickens.
Spiral. Let me see here.
I have chickens. They're not doing anything right now. They're on strike. I don't know why. They're on strike.
Spring Flow, I think it's called. So I see if they even still make this stuff or not. No,
You don't see it.
I may have the name wrong. I have to look it up again. But anyway, it's wrapped up real tight, just like a.
And
Like
what
a
did you say it was made out of? Polycarbonate?
I think it's a polycarbonate. Let me look here again. I had it right in front of me. All right, let's go back to this. Let me go to the other side. Let me blow that up bigger.
Yeah.
There we go.
This stuff, the green stuff.
Yeah, Spring Flow.
Okay. Media.
So
Oh.
that's what it looks like. And when you take all this, I mean, generally you'll grab a piece in the center, just yank it out, and it'll start spilling out like a slinky.
Okay.
See down here?
Mm-hmm.
That's good for growing your bacteria.
Right.
It's not concentrated enough to stop the big particles.
Okay.
Now
What's
over here
this?
on the left,
Is that
over
some
here on the left, those are the little scrub pads,
Mm-hmm.
the floor pads that I was telling you about.
Okay. Okay.
Did I send you this article?
I think you did.
I thought I did,
I think you did. It's in my email somewhere.
but it
I'll look it up again.
basically this is, if you can imagine this construction thing.
Mm-hmm.
Only instead of using this big stock tank, I used 2 5-gallon buckets.
Okay. Okay.
And the first bucket was basically the grate to hold up the media off the bottom of the second bucket.
Okay. Okay.
So if you don't find it, let me know. I can send it to you.
I will. I will. I think I still have that. I don't delete stuff like that, especially if I can use it again.
But I'll bet that'll clear your water up real quick if you can get that media out and get something changed out.
Yeah, and get the particulates out of there.
Yeah. How big is the lava rock?
Oh,
Is it like a charcoal briquette size?
yeah, kind of about that size. Yeah.
Well, then you could put anything down there to hold that back.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of layering it this way, layer it this way.
Sideways. Yeah.
And I think it'd be a lot easier to clean. If it's easy to clean, then you'll clean it more often.
I'll clean it more often if it's easy. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Because when we cleaned it before, oh my gosh, the stench was.
Right.
I thought I was gonna die.
And I explained that in that article I sent you, because it's going to be there. It's going to be there no matter what.
Right. Right.
What we're trying to do is separate it from the pond.
Right.
You want that filter to be nasty.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's what it's for.
Right. To get all of the crap
If it wasn't there, then it'd all be in your
in
pond.
your pond. Right.
So we have to clean them.
So yeah, if I could pull that stuff out, just reach in there and grab it with my gloved hand up to my shoulder.
Well, see, I'm visualizing one of these storage totes. Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the black and yellow one you get at like Lowe's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just threw the lid away because I didn't need it. I put the plants in there instead.
Okay. I got you.
And I thought that having one big like that would help, because if I have a third as much filtering as I have
Right.
pond,
You did good by getting that size.
yeah.
I just think your layers need to be
Yeah, I'm gonna flip them.
readjusted.
I will do that. And I'm gonna go buy another pillow. You can buy a $4 pillow from Walmart and use that inside of that pillow for.
It's probably cheaper than buying the stuffing, isn't it?
Heck yeah, it is. That's what I use to stuff all these toys. Is a $4 pillow from Walmart. I'm gonna go spend $15 on the same stuff.
Yeah.
Packaged in a cute little plastic bag with Joann's written on it. No.
You could even take and take that stuffing and, let's say, stuff it in like an onion bag.
Okay. Oh,
or
okay.
A bag
Or
of
a laundry
potatoes.
bag of some sort. Yeah.
Bag of potatoes would come in or something like that.
Yeah.
And just stuff that down in there, where you just yank the whole thing out and just rinse it out under a hose and
That's a
jab
great
it back in
idea.
there.
Okay, I can do that. I got this.
I think you do.
I think I do too. And I can use the same thing I've got.
Yeah.
However, let me ask you that. So what I would do when I flip it basically on its side, the contents on the
Yeah.
side, right?
Yeah.
I can still leave my plants in there at the back where the rocks are.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Okay. That's all I care about.
I mean, your water is still going to come up you're still going to come up the bottom of one end
Right.
and go out the side of the other end.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So none of that had changed. You don't have to alter
And
your
what I can do,
container.
see what Poppy did, and I told him not to do this, but he did it anyway. He put that airline all the way into the center of the tub. Well, when I did it the first time, I didn't do that. I put it in the corner of the tub. I don't
What
know if that's any
what airline?
the one going from the pond into the filter.
The water line.
The water line, excuse me.
Okay. Okay.
Not the
Yeah.
airline,
Okay.
it's water line. I'm sorry. Yes, the water line.
Okay.
I had it basically pinned up against the corner of the tub, and then I had everything. I didn't have the media at the bottom either. I had it sandwiched between rocks.
Okay.
That's what I did with it the first time around. And Poppy put all of the media at the bottom and then put the rocks on top. And then he did layer some pillow stuffing, whatever you want to call it,
Okay.
between some of the lava rocks. So yeah, but I know what I'm going to do. I got this.
That's why it's so hard to clean because you can't get to it.
Exactly. Well, that's one of the biggest reasons it's hard to clean, and it's frustrating not to be able to.
So your water line from the pump, does it just come up over the side and go back down in it?
Mm-hmm.
And you shove it all the way to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need to cut
A hole in the side or something.
something to keep something. If your only outlet is the flat bottom, if you jab it down there too far, then you're restricting your water flow.
Oh no. I had this thing. It was a type of clamp that would hold it up off of the bottom.
Okay.
But I don't have that anymore. And that's why Poppy laid it on its side so the water could come out unrestricted. So there's that. But I don't know what happened to the clamp. I don't have an idea of that. I don't know.
And if you drilled a few holes 2 or 3 inches back, where it can come out the end and the sides, then if you get one piece of lava rock falls down right at the end of that hose, you're not restricting it. It can come out around it.
Right. But it's okay.
Yeah, I think you got this.
I got this.
You know what's happening. Now you got to figure out how to.
Right.
But
And what you're saying makes sense. The clogged media has to be the culprit. It has to be.
It has to be, yeah. Because I mean, my stuff's in full. Now I go back right now this time of year. See, I've got a skimmer.
See, I don't have a.
I've got a skimmer that keeps the top surface clear.
Right.
Any leaves that fall in it,
Right.
it ends up in the skimmer. So there's a basket in the skimmer.
Okay.
That I have to go out there about every 2 or 3 days.
Clean it
And
out.
clean that up because it wants to stop up.
I see.
So that's my first defense of catching the big stuff.
Right.
From that skimmer, it goes into a basket like a swimming pool skimmer.
Okay.
They're little baskets.
Uh-huh.
Only I've got one that's about 10 inches round, a big one.
Okay.
And that basket catches everything that gets past the skimmer.
Oh, okay.
So my skimmer gets the big stuff. The stuff that makes it past that gets caught up in the basket right before that water goes into the pump.
Okay.
Well, I have to go out there about every 3 or 4 days this time of year and clean that skimmer out. Of course, when I clean the skimmer out, some of that stuff I'm trying to clean out gets away from me, and
Right.
it ends up in the basket in the greenhouse. And I have to clean that one because it'll stop up.
Right.
So even though my water's clear, any particulate that the fish stir up, that's one reason why I want to vacuum mine out. Because there's enough stuff on the bottom that when the fish hit it with their tails, it stirs up in water just enough
to make it a little murky.
to get a little murky, but it's so fine, my filters are not getting it.
Gotcha.
So even though it's clear, I mean, I say I've gone years without cleaning my filter. I still have to clean the baskets.
The baskets. Right. Gotcha. Well, hopefully.
About beat that horse, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But I understand now, and I'm grateful because
Did we lose the chat?
I probably Misty said I'm way out of my league. I'm going with chickens. It's only for fish people after 3 hours.
I forgot. we had
Forgot we had people.
we had a lot of people probably wasn't near interested in this stuff as we were.
I know, right? I'm sorry, folks. Sorry. Oh my goodness.
Well, you about ready to shut this down? It's been
I
3
am.
years.
You know why?
You probably had an hour and a half before you come on here.
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
3:30, 4:30.
Somewhere around an
You
hour.
had it almost 5 hours, girl.
God help me. Well, I'm glad that you went live because I was about to end it anyway because I was running out of stuff to tell these people.
Well, I mean, Jane popped up, and I told Jane, I said, "Well, shoot, maybe I got my nights wrong. I sure don't want to poach Granny's people, and
Right.
yours was probably a lot more interesting than what anything I had to say." So I told her, I said, "Let's shut this down and run over there."
Well, that was probably about the same time I got your text, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I got confused. I need to go over there." Because I didn't want to feel like I was.
So was this
leaking it
my night
out.
or not? Was this my night or not? I don't
I
even
don't
know.
know. Because I went live last weekend because you were gone,
Right.
but I don't remember who went live the night before. I mean, the
Right.
weekend before. Because I've been going live like crazy lately. You know?
Well, I think Saturday night next week is yours.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. Sounds good. Oh, shoot.
So who's left in the chat? We got 4 people left.
Is that it?
Did Russ leave?
Mm.
Jane and Russ are still here, I think.
That hour and a half, I only got 12 hours of watch time off of it, which is great, for an hour.
Well, 12's
But
had me running everywhere. That's right, Jane.
I'm sorry, Jane.
Granny's a hard one to chase down.
Well, I kept checking Instagram. I'm like, where's Grumpus? Because I sent you a invitation.
Well, I didn't see that until
you.
I didn't see it until after I had gone live.
Oh, I see. But I'm like, I kept thinking, it's not like Grumpus to be this late, but maybe he's waiting till 11. Because he usually does his own show at 11. And then it dawned on me, maybe it's his night. Had all this stuff going through my head while I'm trying to talk to folks. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then I got the text from you. I'm like, oh, guys, I got to end it.
All right, Alex is still here. I appreciate it.
Alex, thank you. And you too, Russ. And good night. I told him you were looking for him. I was too.
Well, I told her, I said, well, let's go.
I wonder where Grumpus is. Goodness. But now I know.
Well, we'll get it back on.
on-
I need to put it on my calendar instead of going by memory.
I should do the same thing.
I mean, it wouldn't be that.
Confused is when one of us miss a weekend.
I got a calendar right here. I have with me all the time. There's no reason why I should get my nights mixed up.
I'll start texting you and go, hey, is it my weekend or yours?
I'll do that tomorrow when I got nothing else to do.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go to bed, I think.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to go find, what time is it? I'm going to go find something to do.
Something to eat.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have me a turkey sandwich before I go to bed.
Well, everybody in the chat, I appreciate you stopping by, hearing all this nonsense, but
Right.
I've had fun.
Me too. Me too. A plan might help.
The
Jane,
plan.
neither one of us are nearly as organized as you are, my dear.
I think Jane should go live. And
Yeah.
just tell us when. Tell
Just
us
tell
when
us
to
when
follow her
when
live.
to do everything. Jane, text me your address if you don't mind. If you have a problem with it, I understand. But I would like for you to text me your address. Not text, email. GulfCoastGranny@gmail.com.
All right, everybody in the chat, I appreciate it. We'll see you next week on Granny's Live.
Yes.
Charlotte, thanks for coming up.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me, Grumpus.
It's been
Enjoyed
fun.
it as always. Take care.
And you be safe and be good.
You too. Bye bye.
All right, everybody. Bye bye.